no escaping.
Get ready for combat. Get ready for combat. Yeah. The Combat Jack Radio Show. Stand up.
Hey, yo, Internet, so you're listening to the Combat Jack Show podcast, and this is your host, Combat Jack. What's up, A-King?
I'm chilling, beloved.
What's that mean?
I'm chilling, beloved.
But what does that mean? We're doing a show. What does it mean you're chilling?
I'm chilling. I'm cool.
You're cool? Or you're cool now?
Having a good day today.
Smooth?
Yeah.
This is the fucking audience does not want to hear you be fucking cool.
You said,
like,
what's good?
up?
I'm good.
What's going on, man? Like, do you not want... Are you not excited to be here?
I'm always excited.
All right,
to be
let's
here.
start the show,
It's an honor
man.
and a fucking pleasure.
Yo, stop pulling on your dick and let's get the show started, my nigga. What the fuck?
What's good, man?
I'm chilling, man.
How you doing?
Huh?
How are you doing?
I'm exhausted. Internets, I'm fucking exhausted, man. It's been a wonderful ride. Still actually in the process of wrapping up this amazing Mogul, the Life and Death of Chris Lighty series. Mm-hmm. You know, what time is it right now? It's like about 9:30. Have a 9 a.m. taping session tomorrow with the good folks over at Gimlet. We just had a successful trip over in Atlanta. What up, ATL?
Yes.
Thanks to each and everybody out there that continues to support our movement. You guys are like, I want to say, man, that out of all the places that we've gone to, man, Atlanta has consistently been the most welcoming and warming. A shout out to Organized Noise. We had an amazing interview with them. How's the audio on that? King, how's the audio on that?
Oh, I thought you meant to hear. I'm sorry. On the Organized Noise joint?
Yeah.
It's lit. We good. I can't wait to drop it.
It sounds good?
Absolutely.
All right. Excellent.
Yes.
Any announcements, man?
I mean, shout out to the good folks over at Rode
Microphones for a podcast near you. These are great microphones. Great microphones. Thank you, Rode.
And one love to Nick Cannon. And
Nick Cannon,
Incredibles, the headphones, you know.
Yeah, what's going on with Radio Shack, man?
From my knowledge, they're closing up all their stores
all of them?
nationwide. Yeah.
They're closing nationwide?
Yeah. I mean, so you got Best Buy out here, you know.
Is it Nick Cannon saving Radio Shack?
I'm not sure if he's saving them, but I think there's a product line allegedly.
The headphones.
The headphones.
These incredible headphones.
Some other electronic, devices that he's invested.
But I'm worried now. Like, if they shut down Radio Shack, will we be able to continue receiving these amazing, incredible audio products that Nick Cannon has been so...
I think so. I don't think it has
considerate in sending us.
I don't think it has anything to do with Radio Shack.
Okay.
I think it's just the electronic product line that he's invested in, some of it.
Okay.
You know.
Damn, Radio Shack is really gone.
I mean, if I had Nick Cannon money, I would invest in those drones. Like those Radio Shack drones.
Radio Shack drones? Are they good?
And just make it a little hip hop flavor to it. You know what I mean? Like you could listen to like podcasts.
In a drone?
Like just send that shit. Like
send it where? Like who's listening to a drone up in the sky? Pigeons?
I don't know. But you know, some wild shit, you know, I would invest in that shit. Drones.
Do you own any Radio Shack products?
I used to have like a portable charger.
Really? I thought off air you were saying you had these amazing headphones, wireless headphones.
Oh, those are the Incredibles. Yeah.
So you do Incredible.
Yeah, those are the Nick Cannons. We're not going to give Radio Shack too much.
You got some Radio Shack shit? Like how?
I got some Nick.
I'm saying I haven't had Radio Shack shit in I think 30 years, and this is no shots. Have you guys had any Radio Shack products in your house? Or when's the last time?
Batteries.
The last time we had them was when aux cords were like the cassette tape that you put into the car. That was it.
Damn.
And I bought insurance for it too.
Damn. You still have it?
No.
Nick,
I don't even have a car.
No? Nick Cannon, man, come on, man. What's going on? We need Radio Shack in New York. Do we need Radio Shack? No.
Team Best Buy over
Best
here.
Buy? Team Best Buy?
Adorama, B&H.
Listen, internets, man. Once again, thank you for the support for this Mogul series. I still want to address, I know a lot of you guys have been like, yo, Combat, it's on Spotify. What the like I told y'all. All you guys have to do, if you really want to support this project and listen to it, all you have to do is download Spotify. They don't want your premium account. You don't have to subscribe for it. Just get the fucking app and listen to this product. I apologize to people that are outside the territory of the United States, UK, what up? Toronto, Montreal, Canada, what up? Australia, what up? I was told that as of June 16th, Mogul will be available on all platforms. Mm-hmm. And I think worldwide. So anyone that hasn't had the opportunity due to like you guys not living in the States, It's everywhere. And for you motherfuckers that are afraid of Spotify, you'll get it too. June 16th is the grand release of Mogul. I hope you guys enjoy it. It's been a daunting task. It's been a daunting project, but I think we did a good job. Shout out to the good folk over at Gimlet Media. Shout out to Spotify who came in and funded the project, and shout out to the Loudspeakers team.
Absolutely.
Where are we going, man? Are we going out of town? Okay.
L.A.
When are we
Los
going to
Angeles, June 23rd.
June 23rd.
That's a fact.
We haven't done a live show in
Dead ass.
in the UK. I mean, I'm tired.
L.A.
In LA. I'm thinking the UK. I need to do another live show in the UK. We haven't done a live show in the UK. I'm about to say it again. In Los Angeles, man. I love Los Angeles, man. You just had your first trip in LA, right?
Absolutely. It was wonderful.
How'd you like it, man?
I loved it.
What'd you like about it,
short.
man?
I was there too. My stay was, it could have been longer.
What'd you like about it, man?
Just for a number of reasons. The weather obviously was incredible.
Yeah.
The different areas in Los Angeles, everything is so like, 1 minute you could be in like hood, and next minute you could be like in a fancy,
Beverly
Hills and that whole Sunset,
Santa Monica.
And I said, if I ever move to LA, I want to be around the fancy shit.
You want to be?
I don't want to be around that hood shit. I want to be around
so fancy.
Sunset. And what's that? North Hollywood, all that shit. Hollywood Hills, yeah, all the way.
Really?
All the way.
Yeah, let's get you to move to
Bougie,
LA, man.
all that shit.
Let's get you to move to LA, man.
Kale bagels.
Kale bagels.
Give me.
Did
that.
you really have a kale bagel?
I seen it.
Anyway,
but LA was dope, man.
So we're going out to LA.
Yeah.
And then where else are we going?
LA. And then we might, we cooking something up for the NYC. We never really all right, we did a live show at G Star last year.
We had our kickoff at in New York last year. Right. It was great. You can leave that, King. You can leave that.
Yeah, and that was dope, but like a real cultural experience. What we do over here at LSN, like we cooking up something real special.
What does that mean, a real cultural experience?
Like, well, how
I thought every
the LSN brand.
I think everything we did has been a real cultural experience.
Yeah,
we can't shit on the people that supported us.
No,
it was a great event.
We haven't done it to the expectation of what people think the loudspeaker, anything that comes out of that. So like now we're putting our energy into doing something special for our city.
Okay. Well, we're going to do something. We always do something special for our city.
I mean, yeah,
we're going to do something extra
special.
Extra special for our and this is in July.
Yeah, you're going to put on a suit again.
No, I'm not putting on any more suits, man.
Cummerbund.
No, I'm going to leave that for you, man. Listen, let's jump into this episode, man. This is not the first time these guys have been on the Combat Jack show. They've been on now officially 3 times.
Word.
And unofficially 4 times. This is the 5th time.
I think
no one has that record.
Yo, it's a pleasure to be back
No
here.
one has that record.
A 5th?
Huh? I think it's the 5th time.
I think you have to give
how
us
many
like
times?
jackets or something.
Shit, I need my jacket.
You've been on more than 5 times.
Yeah.
No, but I need my. Where's the loudspeaker's jacket?
Here we go.
You're the boss.
So I created currently a 1 of 1.
It's a 2 of 2 because you have one and Mena has one.
Mena doesn't have one.
When Mena was wearing yours?
No, Mena took a picture of mine and posted it.
So you guys wear each other's clothes?
No, we don't.
Yeah, that's cute. That's so cute.
So I made a Loudspeakers Network jacket just to see
Just a little
what
crafts project.
you haven't seen it yet, but just to see what like fan bros saw. They were like, "Yo, I want one." And Chris Merle obviously saw it, and this guy right here, So it was just a test. Like, all right, if everybody likes it, it's something that we could, So now that
Can't make them fast enough.
the response is pretty,
It's a cultural experience.
It's a big cultural
So
experience.
even when I walk around, like I wore it like 3 times, but when I walk around in the streets, like people they're like, "Yo, I want one," and I was like, "That's what I wanted to see."
So what's going on with them?
Nah, it's in production, and when
production?
Mine embroidered combat jack.
so
I want
the idea is
every show on mine.
like it's the real would have underneath where the logo is it'll say Jeff, Eric, or Combat Jack.
It'll say Jeff, the tall one with glasses.
You can do that if you want. Yeah, we'll talk about that. Yeah, absolutely.
Yo, listen, internets. Without further ado, let's welcome to this episode of the Combat Jack, Jeff and Eric Rosenthal.
Hey,
It's the real. What's up, gentlemen?
Thank you for having us, guys.
Yo, so this mixtape.
No, it's an album. It's an album.
Well, I'm confused.
Yeah.
I'm confused because the last time we spoke, you motherfucker said it was a mixtape.
Yeah, that's true.
And then it evolved into an album.
Well, we got real
Teddy
distribution.
Bear Fresh is a fucking album.
It's a movement.
You know, it's going to be a liquor line.
It's a cultural.
It's a problem.
It's a movie.
Yeah. You know
I heard
it.
the album.
What's
I like
that?
the album.
Thank you very much.
I heard the album. One of the things that jumped out on my first listen, I only listened to it once, was that the production is crystal clear. Like, who produced this album, yo?
That's our best friend Greg Mayo. So
Greg Mayo.
Yeah, his
No gimmick.
his father.
That's a good fucking gimmick name.
Yeah.
Well, Greg Mayo. What up, Greg Mayo?
Greg Mayo, he is the son of Bob Mayo, who played with Frampton on Frampton Comes Alive, played with Hall & Oates, played with Aerosmith, played with Foreigner.
Yeah.
I mean, gold records, platinum records, all that, and was a legend. And the apple does not fall far from the tree. I mean, Greg has been our best friend since we were very little, and we've worked together ever since then.
Yeah. Like, I've been rapping in Greg's basement since I was like 14.
Yeah.
He was shooting in the gym with Greg Mayo.
Yeah.
He was shooting in the gym with
Yeah.
y'all.
And where was Drake? You know?
Drake wasn't there, man.
But Greg did all of our It's the Real music, the theme song for the early videos, any crazy idea that we came up with. We were like, we got to do a Fat Joe with like a Chinese
version of,
twist,
of Lean Back. We had to do like a klezmer version of Jay-Z's
Rock Boys. You just call Mayo up and he was just like, I got you. And an hour later
Does he work on other projects? Or he's exclusive to you guys?
he's actually
he's a touring musician.
yeah.
Okay.
But from like
From a production standpoint.
not, I mean, well, with more rock acts.
Okay.
But, he loves hip hop and you can hear it in there. So it's, the production is on point.
So at our live show, like Just Blaze afterwards was like, "Yo, like your production is on point."
Oh yeah, Greg was our hype man up at the sold
that
out
was Greg.
SOB
Okay, yes,
show. Yeah,
sold out.
yeah.
Congratulations, by the way.
Thank you very much. Yeah,
Combat Jack presents.
It's
That's right.
It's your girl tour, right?
your girls tour.
The girls tour. That was a great event, man.
It's not a world tour. It's
It's
your
not a
girls
world tour. It was your girls tour.
Thank you, and thank you guys for being there. That
It
meant
was
a
an
lot.
honor to be on stage to welcome you guys on stage.
Yeah.
Man. How the fuck did you get Just Blaze to DJ your one and only world tour
Yeah.
appearance?
we let him borrow our Lamborghini.
That was an amazing Lamborghini that he pulled up in. But seriously, how did you
real
guys
transformer.
pull Just Blaze? man?
Just as somebody we've known almost a decade, and I think it's a mutual respect from just a lot of levels. We were such fans, obviously, and then we grew to be actual friends to the point where, like, we've been to his house, we know his wife, we will hang out, we'll get food, and he's just such a great guy. And he was the first phone call that we made, and because
It was
we
the only
wanted
phone
to have
call that
fun.
you made.
Yeah.
And how the fuck did you guys manage to sell out SOBs?
That was a lot of
That I
hard
don't
work.
know. That was just.
What
like,
did you fucking promise the ticket buyers, man?
A good time.
Good time. It was a good time.
Thank you.
So we did it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know what? No one told us. No one told us that everyone waits until like the last minute to buy tickets.
I mean, that's New York, though. Yeah.
but we had no
We
idea.
never thrown an event before. Like we never done a ticketed event, and so like for 2 months on our podcast, we were just every single week being like, we have this show coming up, and it's just like tickets aren't really moving the way we thought they would. And
So you don't lie
last
like
week-
I do when I'm doing an event and tickets aren't selling. And I'm like, yo, we're about to sell out today. Come on.
I mean, there might have been a little bit of that, but we legit did sell out.
Right.
The craziest part of this is that we sold tickets to people who were never even going to like make it. People
Really?
from Guam
Yeah.
and Seattle
What?
and who bought tickets.
Toronto.
On the love.
And for anybody like who bought tickets who wasn't able to make it, we were able to comp people who wouldn't otherwise
Yo,
be able to
that's
make
dope,
it.
Yeah.
man.
Like,
So it was a
Toronto
legit
bought
sellout.
10 tickets.
What up, Jay?
Yeah.
Like Shay Serrano.
Shay, what up, Shay?
Yeah,
Like, I love
yeah.
Shay, man.
Yeah, there was some
Steve
dude.
Cho.
There was some dude who we passed on the street. We were coming back from dinner, heading to the subway, and some dude was like, "Yo, I'm a huge fan. I heard about the SOB show, and I would love to be there, but I can't afford a ticket." And we're like, "Let's get your information." We got him. He came to the show, and we ran into him just randomly the other night.
at your event.
Yeah,
The Gimlet event.
yeah,
Yeah.
crazy.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah.
So how's it feel, man, getting paid?
To be a star? Oh.
Getting paid to rap.
It's bizarre.
I-
It's like a bizarre sort of feeling.
It's amazing. Like our whole career is just like thinking of dreams and putting them into the air
Dream
and
those dreams,
and
right?
making them happen.
Right.
Like we're two kids who grew up just loving this culture, loving this art form, loving this world, and we were talking about this yesterday. we would look through the back of like a double XL, look through a back of a like a actual physical CD pamphlet, right? And you'd see these names, and those are legit friends of ours now. You know,
That's weird, right?
It's crazy. Like Just Blaze, like
That is so weird.
it's mind blowing.
It's funny. I was just telling somebody the other day, man. Like when I was an attorney, like I knew so many people, but I wasn't friends with as many people as that I'm friends with right now. Like it's amazing. Like I get a call from like, someone from like a Cardinal official from Toronto who bigs up Mogul, or from like Bun B, or from like Fonte, and I'm not, or Just like Just is like the greatest guy in the music. He's got to be the greatest soul in the music industry.
Oh, him and Bun B.
Yeah, him and Bun B. And Fonte. And Knife Wonder.
They
can
Freeway.
all be the greatest.
Yo, the Freeway performance
Fire.
at the show. How did you get Freeway, man?
So the Freeway thing, about an hour beforehand. No, 2 hours.
2 hours beforehand.
Freeway said, he texted us and he said, "Hey guys, sorry I won't be able to make it."
Like my ride like canceled on me. So
And he lives in Philadelphia.
Yes.
So that was an interesting situation in our green room where we
That's
were
why
on-
you guys were so fucking tense.
Yeah. That was it. Otherwise, like we're fine on stage.
Yeah.
It's just about like making sure that our big surprise guests will like actually be in the city on time.
So when did you realize that he was going to show up, and what happened?
Probably like an hour 45. I mean, we worked the phones, tried to figure out like some driver that could go from, Philly to New York and do a return trip. And, Freeway's somebody who we've known for 3 years, 4 years, something like that.
He was on our first mixtape.
Yeah, he was on our first
only
mixtape.
Yeah.
And we had a mixtape with DJ Drama called
Right.
Urbane Outfitters.
Yes.
And Freeway got us a verse like, same day or 2 days or something like that. And that's just off the love too. He didn't know us before that, but he appreciated what we brought to that song, and he gave us something, and we were able to perform it live at SOBs.
Yo,
And
Freeway
then we hung
bodied
out with
that.
him- Yeah, we hung out with him at
bodied that.
Just Blaze's ramen restaurant like soon after.
Yeah.
I mean,
shout out to Just Blaze as well.
Yeah.
What's the name of that?
Ani.
Ani in
Jersey
City.
Jersey City.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, go there,
Just Blaze
yeah.
has a ramen
Yo, the
noodle
broth,
restaurant.
though?
I didn't get to eat the noodles though.
You didn't?
I was tired, man. I came and Just, as much as Just is this great dude, he's always fucking late.
He is.
Yeah.
He is.
And I was there and I was tired, and I was like, by the time he got here, I was like, yo, Just, what's up? I'm out.
He was late to our event, right?
Yes.
And
Yes, right.
what can you do? So we're
It's
on the
fucking Just
stairs.
Blaze, yeah.
So the dressing room, for those who haven't been to SOBs, the dressing room is downstairs, and these stairs go
But-
up to the level, and then you have to walk through the audience to get up there. We were on the stairs
Waiting for
forever.
Just Blaze.
He was there.
What's that?
Yeah, he was there.
But
He was
he
just
showed
playing.
up- he
He
showed
was
up
playing
late, though.
around with his toy,
Oh,
with
but-
his Lamborghini.
Lamborghini. And I'm gonna tell you something else, man. Over the years, I don't really like going to SOBs.
Yeah, same.
It's not my favorite venue, but that was one of the few events that I really had a good time, man.
Thank you. I think it was nice. We thought the crowd was extremely warm. It was very representative of like the fan base that we've cultivated for 10 years. People who just like love music and wanted to be there for, to support us, which was awesome.
So how did Teddy Bear Fresh grow from a mixtape to a full album?
That was, well, first of all, like we had put everything all together ourselves, right? So that was the mixtape when we first talked to you about it. But then we approached Empire, and it was a very like informal conversation, just telling them about all the features that we had, and they were telling us how you can make money off of SoundCloud or something. And then they were like, well, we can actually distribute this for you. We can put this and make this like a proper album and really like work it. And that was a shock to us. Like for 10 years, we've put out everything on out for free. We've just, sort of done videos and put them up on the internet. And then for them to say, oh, well, we can actually like, make money off of this. That was like a crazy thing to us.
Yeah. While we treated it like a career, we've never made money like it's a career. This was all off the love. Like every time you see us do, anything and
Everything, right?
Yeah. It was just for free. And now it's like we're treating it like a real
You guys
thing.
want to make money off this shit. You
Yeah,
need,
but
you need
that was
to
never
make
that was never the yes, it was a goal, but it
right.
wasn't like
the
money
main
is
goal.
the motivator.
Of course.
Right. Yeah.
Of course. But at a certain point, I mean, you guys have been doing this for so long, like longer than I've been doing this.
Yeah.
Like,
Well-
you guys deserve to get paid.
Yeah. Thank you.
Like I keep telling my team right now, like I'm at this point where, I'll do so much shit for free, but in this year, I'm like, I don't want to do shit for free.
Yeah.
It's not because, my mood or my attitude has changed. It's just like, yo, I'm fucking working.
Yeah.
And I don't have the fucking time to do shit. So for me to do something for free really has to be for the love. But I'm not doing shit for free anymore.
But you know what else? We put together a project that we feel comfortable in charging people
Right.
for. This isn't something that's just a throwaway. This is something that's, we think, a well-rounded project that we put 3 years of work into. This is something you can listen to again. This is something that you can bump and feel good and not embarrassed about. And we're certainly not embarrassed. We're excited about this. So,
And you guys have some good features.
Thank you,
You got
yeah.
Bun B, you got Michael Christmas,
Yeah,
you got
yeah,
Jazz
yeah.
Cartier, you got Currency, you got Smoke Dizzle.
We
That's,
do.
that's a great lineup.
Yeah,
Thank
and
you.
Tunji Ige and
Tunji,
you're on there.
Yeah, Combat Jack.
I'm not helping you guys sell any fucking records.
no, we love it,
Yo,
though. We love it.
Listen, Angie Martinez is helping you sell fucking records.
What do you call your fans?
Internets.
Yeah.
The internets.
Yeah.
Oh, I just realized,
got
by
the
the way,
internets behind us.
you should call that jacket the Combat Jacket. I mean, come on.
Oh,
Come on
wow.
now.
That jacket.
Come on now.
I kind of like that.
Right on the
kinda
website
like
right
that.
away. Let's go.
Did you guys have a budget for this album?
No.
No.
This is all out of pocket.
Wow.
And
No, I'm saying, but like, what would you
The
out of your
expense.
pocket? Was your expense for
It's-
this?
Like $18 a round trip to Westchester.
no, it's hard to calculate. Like this is 3 years of going up to the studio up in Westchester. It's a lot of time spent there. The studio time, that's a lot. The time, the effort,
Sweat equity.
a lot of
Yeah.
it.
Sweat equity.
And we're the executive producers. We're the A&Rs. We're the PR team. We're the marketing team. We do everything.
You're the artist.
We're the artists. We're
Are you
we're the record
songwriters
company.
or
We're the
are
ones
there-
throwing
yeah,
out
is
the
there-
viola,
Is there a closet full of ghostwriters?
Yeah,
Joe Budden.
No, for real.
no, we write everything.
You wrote everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
We write everything. We come up
Yeah,
with all the
nobody-
concepts.
Nobody could write in our voice. I think that we.
You never know, though. Not saying that you should consider.
Sauce Money if you're out.
The most bizarre
great
song,
job with-
the most bizarre ghostwriting deal I ever negotiated was when Jay-Z wrote lyrics for Bugs Bunny.
Wow.
Yeah, but if you listen to-
Literally.
Yeah.
If you listen to Jay-Z and Bugs Bunny though,
Right.
it's like Jay-Z and Angela.
I make carrots. I make carrots. That's all Bugs kept rapping about is making carrots.
but you heard the album,
Yes.
and I like to think, and Jeff likes to think, that just like the sketch videos, just like the podcast, just like everything that we've done over this 10 years, we have a specific tone, a specific voice. We think that comes across in our rhymes. I mean, what do you think?
I like I said, I liked it. This one, I think it was the song that I was featured on. This one hook kept coming out, and it says that you live everything you say in your rhymes.
Yeah.
Angie
You know?
Martinez, yeah.
That's the first one.
That's
It has
the fir- is that
Angie.
the first one?
Yeah, it's the
Yeah.
first one. The
Okay.
opening track. It's called "Who's Real." It samples Angie. We have Combat, Sway, Scott Rogowski, Just Blaze on there.
Yeah.
And we live everything we say in our
Is that
rhymes.
true? Is there any kind of embellishment?
I mean,
in any of your songs?
we
right?
really believe we're better rappers than Shine.
Yo, so
Shine
Better Jewish rappers
Jewish
than Shine.
rappers
better
than-
Jewish rappers than
currently or Shine bad
well,
boy?
he wasn't Jewish back then.
Yeah.
Oh, technically.
But okay, so there's a line in there where I say, all these women, I take them to my room, they think that I'm Jeff Goldblum. Now,
caught that.
That
I caught that.
was not real until actually a girl came up to me and was like, "Oh, are you Jeff Goldblum?" And was like,
Let me take you to the room.
Well, that part didn't happen. I guess that's an embellishment. But
Right.
no, was for.
But really thought he was Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah, and I was like, "How old do you think I am?" Terrible.
Nah, but going back to what you guys are saying, man, I do like the album. It's not let me fast. I played the entire album in its entirety for preparation for today's
Yeah,
interview. I was like, no, this shit is dope. And like
Thank
I
you.
said, the production is crystal clear. And I think we talked about this the last time, the Lost episode.
Uh-huh.
Lost episode.
The Lost episode of It's the Real. You guys, what I really appreciate about your work is you are really serious about being taken seriously.
Yeah, we look. It's a big thing in this business to call people culture vultures,
And that's a big thing that you don't you.
We
you
work
guys are-
hard.
We don't fuck around with that.
Right.
Right. That is rule number one.
Right.
We don't want to tear down what's already been built up. We just want to build continue to build.
Right.
So whenever we had jokes on people, it was always done in a poking, a roasting fashion.
Right.
So
Where if you love something so much, then you can make fun of it.
Of course.
We take great pains. We don't want to embarrass ourselves, and we don't want to embarrass this culture and this genre that we love, right? So we're not going to put a project out there that's going to be like, oh, you guys are corny, you guys are whack. Like, don't bring down my favorite,
Right.
piece of art.
Right.
So we put out something that we're proud of, that we think lives in its own lane and isn't infringing on like, any of the new kids, any of the like OGs. This is a legit thing that can live in its own lane.
What's the writing process like?
Yeah.
Eric is organized, and then
And you come in and one to it like Jay-Z.
no.
You just breathe on the mic.
Eric definitely gets his verse done and like raps very well, and then I'm the one that's like stressed out and like writing, furiously in my iPhone, like
To catch up.
To catch up, yeah.
Really?
I'm always
But
behind.
on there we have concepts, songs that are concepts. We have a song called Blue Cross Blue Shield, which is where we vow to stay independent until we die, unless a label gives us health insurance.
Yes.
I mean, like,
I like that.
So there's thought that goes into that.
Right.
Thinking of the concepts is a big thing. We'll go back and forth and be like, this works, this doesn't work.
Yeah, like this is like good for a line, but not good for a song.
So we had a song called College Tuition.
Yes.
Did not make the album.
No.
College Tuition was where we went to a strip club and spent our college tuition on all these girls. Therefore, they can go to college and we can't, right? And we were like,
Sacrifice for the culture.
what's that? Yeah,
Exactly.
exactly. We live everything we say in our rhymes.
Now, did this happen?
No.
But so it was.
Do you guys go to strip clubs?
We've been. We don't regularly go. We're again.
If we lived in Atlanta, we would.
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
That's the thing
New
to
York strip
do.
clubs are like more like sad.
Yeah, they like a lot of broken dreams and just like,
Yeah.
I'm not paying for
Hookah
your
bars.
tuition.
Also,
Exactly
I'm not paying for your tuition.
Alicia Keys sang about in Empire State of Mind.
I remember. Well, and so that song didn't make the album because, and it didn't make the mixtape, the original mixtape, because
because so we had Big Crit on production for that song.
Holy
and
shit.
It was a really, really great song, we felt, and we wanted to get Juicy J on it, and we sent it over to Juicy J. This was a few years ago.
Yep.
And
then we were invited by Columbia to a listening party for Juicy's album, and like 14 or 15 songs in, there's a song about college tuition,
called Scholarship.
Scholarship, right? Yeah.
All right.
So you couldn't, you guys know.
We were like, "Yo,
I can't do this."
Where did that idea come from?"
Did he jack you guys?
We don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
Did you approach
Sounds
Juicy
fishy.
J? Did you like?
Sounds fishy.
We sent it to his people. He ended up with a song that was, basically the same concept. But like,
So
I don't
Juicy
know
J
how long the
officially,
album
Juicy
took.
J bit your shit.
That's right.
Let's start some beef.
That's
right
right.
now.
Juicy.
Yeah.
They even had a campaign about that, I believe.
They
like,
did.
working,
They did. They
yeah,
sure did. They sure
scholarship, yeah,
did. We love Juicy J, so that's why it breaks our
Damn,
heart
they
even more.
He took your concept all the way to the next.
We
level.
don't know, but
That's
like
fucked up.
But also, that means too, like if it was that easy an idea to do,
we can't do it.
then we can't do it.
Right.
So we're thinking of ideas that are just like so far afield. Who's making Dave Matthews bands?
Right.
Counting white faces, we got Dave Matthews bands. Like who's making that but
No,
us?
nobody's making that. but you
Everything
guys.
is so lit. Waco.
Come on.
Everything is.
Ah,
There's just like very strong ideas that we sort of bat around. Yeah.
Yeah.
do you guys battle in the booth? Like, is there this competitive spirit that goes?
It's an
into it?
unsaid thing.
right.
Yeah. Like we don't tell each other our lines before we actually go and perform them. Or
Why?
whatever. What you want me to tell? Like that I hate Eric or something?
No, I just want to know why you guys keep your lyrics.
No, I think there's an
Your raps-
unspoken sort of like competition there.
I
Like,
think that like both of us just like to surprise people every
Right.
single time. Like you like the element of like looking into the vocal booth and being or the control room and being like, "Yo!" Like you see everybody sort of like jump up or whatever. Like it's a nice feeling. It's
Yeah.
the same thing. Like Eric and I don't tell each other for our podcast. We open every thing with shouting AKAs.
yeah.
And we don't tell each other our AKs before we do them.
Because it is a nice comedic surprise.
Right.
But like when you write a line, like I had a line that I'm pretty proud of, like in Dave Matthews Band's where I was saying whipping foreigns like I'm Indiana Jones, and I was just like, come
Whipping
on,
foreigns like I'm Indiana Jones. Whipping foreigns.
whipping foreigns,
Yes,
yeah,
with the whip.
and then whipping foreigns,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's pretty clever.
Thank you, and we like to be clever, and we like to show off to each other, so there is that aspect of it.
Yeah.
So you guys bring an element of sketch comedy
Oh, for sure.
to your writing.
Yeah, I mean,
For
a little
sure.
comedy, yeah, like it's basically like there's a lot of rappers who have great punchlines,
Yes.
and we've loved those rappers for our entire lives.
Fabulous.
Yes.
Kanye.
Yes.
Lloyd Banks.
Yes.
Like we live for those guys. Those guys taught us. You know, we're not in the same league,
Of course.
but we pay tribute to them.
That's why we call ourselves. We're not in the like top 5 rappers, but we're like top
135.
Has anybody ever challenged you guys? Though? I mean, I know the amount of integrity you put into your work, but has anybody that doesn't know? Has anybody ever challenged you? Like, what the fuck? You guys are culture vultures. Has anybody stepped to you?
I mean, well, yeah, but
Like what?
they're nameless, faceless people.
Like, when does that happen?
No,
on Twitter.
Dallas Penn early on.
Oh,
Dallas
that's
Penn
true.
was not fucking with y'all, huh?
Well, and
was,
this is 2007. This
Right.
is we put out like 3 episodes of our video series,
Right.
right? And Dallas did.
And Dallas also was a videographer.
And Dallas,
Yeah.
Dallas is a hater.
He put out. Well, I'm not even sure that he cared very much. I think he
Dallas
was
is
sort
a
of
hater.
like.
Yeah, no, like
I can say that with love.
he and
Dallas
Rafi-
is a hater.
He and Rafi were making videos at that time.
Yes.
And he wrote this thing, and he was like, I'm so not into these guys, I won't even mention them.
Right.
And
How'd that feel? Coming from a peer, because at the time we were all peers.
Well, no, he was above us.
Right.
He was more respected. We were nobodies. We were just 2 guys, 3 videos in, 4 videos in, whatever it was, and it hurt. It was like, it felt crushing, right?
yeah. And then Rafi hit me up
Because
on,
everyone loved Dallas Penn.
yes.
Rafi hit me up
Except
on
when he
AOL
doesn't like you.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Well, but we didn't have problems with him.
Right.
But Rafi hit me up on AOL Instant Messenger and said that he was like, Dallas was probably high and just wrote this thing. He's like, he probably didn't mean it.
But shout out to Nation.
Shout out to Nation.
Yeah, from Not Right.
Yes.
Or who really made his bones in Not Right. I
Yes.
mean, he's more than just Not
Yes,
Right.
of course.
But he was a real integral part of Not Right. He stuck up for us in the comment section and really led like a charge for us. This is before he was even writing for Not Right.
Oh, that's crazy.
He led a charge for us to be like taken seriously, to be a part of it. And SK was a huge part of our career, like putting us on every week. But yeah, Dallas hated on us. Peter Rosenberg hated on us before he knew
course.
us.
I mean, white boys are always going to hate on white
Yeah,
boys. What
it's
is
true.
that though?
Well,
What
it's
is
like,
that?
There's just not that many of us. And you always like you want to police the people that are coming in.
Right.
I think we all feel strongly that we don't want to be culture vultures, and so you look out. But
there are people who used to hit us up on like Facebook and stuff who would say, "Hey, I was really influenced by you guys, and I made videos too. And here's this video." And the video would be like horribly racist or like horribly like not in our or anything.
Right.
How do I?
How did I influence that?
right.
Like, is this my responsibility? Like, you just don't respond to it.
Right.
So
That's crazy.
yeah, and then there's like nameless, faceless people online who just like to, leave comments that are hateful.
Right.
And
Like, this morning or last night I said something about how I felt like, how can people listen to Biz Markie and hate on Lil Yachty? Because I feel like, they're not the same. They're not the same.
Of course not.
Like Lil Yachty cannot beatbox.
he cannot DJ.
Can't do the biz dance.
No.
But, I think that
Can't DJ like Biz.
Right.
Right, but I think that there is a certain lane that I think that Lil Yachty will soon occupy, and somebody responded to that by saying culture vulture. And it's
Right.
like, well, not, what culture vulture is talking about
Biz Markie. It's crazy that you say that, man, because when you look at today's climate, man, when everybody's so like ghostwriter and culture vulture and this and that, when you look back like at the cold chilling days, like Biz Markie was an incredible artist. There's no one that's ever worked with him, from Kane to Cool G Rap to anyone, Molly Mall, anybody who's ever worked with Biz and said that Biz was like, not talented, but Biz didn't write his rhymes. Like Kane wrote 90% of his rhymes, and he made incredible music.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
We went to the and this stems from we went to the Rough Riders reunion show.
Right.
And
How
Kat-
was that? Let me just state.
Did you hear the long inhale?
I heard the inhale, and I decided recently, and excuse my gratuitous use of the N-word, but I decided recently, last month, that I'm no longer supporting old nigga rap shit. I can't do it. It's depressing. Everybody's got a fucking problem. Everybody's demanding that you owe them something, and it's just like, I don't have a fucking good time at
So
these
you're not
events.
here for a reunion because that's the new thing.
It depends.
Well, the
like,
old
it
thing.
depends on the class of reunion.
Right.
Like, I could definitely always support a Diddy Bad Boy reunion.
Like that.
Right?
We went to that last year and it was dope.
That set
I
everything off.
could go support a full Rockefeller reunion.
Come on.
But some regular, like, I'm not trying to see
You want to be
Granddaddy
backstage?
IU.
Oh.
And fucking, no shots to IU. It's the fucking audience.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's the fucking audience, especially if people know who you are. Yo, Combat Show, I can't come on the show. No, leave me the fuck alone.
Hey, wait, hold up. That did happen in Atlanta. Like, we just got on stage. I didn't know what was going on.
You got pressed?
Yo,
I always get pressed by old
Yo,
niggas.
when you gonna let me come on the show?
Yo, he came at us hard too.
Like,
We're not gonna
what?
mention the name, but I was like, yo, are we good in here? And then the last time I did an old school, I'm not even gonna mention. It was the DOS Effects
BB Kings,
AZ event
Yeah.
at BB King's.
You want
One
effects?
dude was like, yo.
Oversized Averexes.
One dude was like, yo, I heard that shit you said about me 19 years ago on the show. Like, what's up? Like, we're not good. And it's just like, it's so much. Old niggas, y'all gotta relax, man. Because when it's, you know what it is? It's not that the new cats don't fuck with y'all. They don't fuck with y'all because y'all tight. Stop being tight. Anyway, I'm sorry. Aside from my anecdote, what was your experience, man? At the Rough Rider reunion. I was like, I'm definitely not going to the Rough Rider reunion.
We were spoiled by the Bad Boy reunion.
Right.
That's something, and believe me, it was not a perfect show.
Right.
You know, technical glitches.
Of course,
we
yeah.
saw opening night of both. We saw opening night of Bad Boy. We saw opening of Rough Riders, both at the Barclays Center.
Right.
Bad Boy show was, you know, artists working with artists. Mace was going to be up there with 112. You know, Puff was going to be out there with Faith, and you know, everyone was with each other. The Locks and you
Total
know,
and everybody.
yeah.
Yes.
This was 5 separate shows, 5 separate
So Dragon
sets.
had his own. Dragon had
Dragon
his
is-
own
yep.
show.
Mhm.
Yeah. So like
No.
you only need Drag On really for like
Down bottom, yeah,
Right.
yeah.
he was out there for I think 4 songs.
But
Jin had his own set.
Jin didn't show up. No.
Okay.
Drag On, Eve.
How was Eve set? Who's
She was
that girl?
good.
She's good. Her songs have not aged as well as
Okay.
they could have. But that being said, what was the first one? What Y'all Want?
Oh, amazing.
That has aged perfectly.
That first album, yeah.
Yeah, but then you hear songs like Tambourine, you're like,
Yeah.
like I don't need to hear that.
I mean, in 2017, and I swear to God, I hope this shit does not go viral. I don't want no problems with you old niggas, but
The
a
last
Rough
time.
Rider reunion, a Rough Riders reunion,
Yeah.
is a fucking DMX show.
Right, so-
Am I right or wrong?
You are right, and we
But the
waited
problem
there.
is, yeah.
What King?
That didn't go too well.
No.
No, but it's still, regardless.
But
Like the consensus is we all love DMX.
Love him.
We all love
We'll have a
DMX.
soft spot for him, yeah.
Regardless if he gives a stellar performance or not.
Right.
It's worth it to see DMX because that dude is such a one of a kind in hip hop.
We stuck
true.
around. They kept us waiting for an hour. Everyone's sitting in Barclays for an hour while DJs are like, you know, spinning different songs.
Get it, but there was a guy on the PA being like, if you do not clear the backstage, the dog will not come out.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was crazy.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, but so all this came from Swiss Beats had a set, and he brought Cassidy out, and that was great.
That was dope.
And he
So-
played his, you know,
And I
his
heard
hits,
Cassidy firing shots.
and he fired shots
which
during a
was dope and went
freestyle.
viral. That was dope.
That was,
And
yeah.
he said we're bringing real lyricism, 90s type music back. And then the first record that the DJ plays after Swiss finishes his set,
Hotel.
no, is
Just
Biz
a
Marquee. And we're
I was
like, you
first
can't.
of all, that's 1989. And second of all, like,
But
you're-
did anybody press y'all? Like people that recognize y'all, oh, it's the real, yo, what we gonna do? Like, did y'all get pressed a little bit?
On the regular? I mean,
at the show,
Yeah, the Rough Rider show. Was anybody pressing you to be on the podcast?
Okay, so we always
Some
get,
old
like,
school cats, not the young school
because
cats.
we weren't like backstage or anything.
Okay.
Like, we will always get pressed by young kids who want to get on. Like we always get there was one guy who is doing very well now. He's like a viral sort of Instagram star. But when he first hit us, when his people first hit us up, he was known for like starting shit in like Best Buys, and he would. His people wanted us to come to Newark and interview him in a hotel room. We were like, no, like, what are we going to talk to him for an
what?
hour
In a
about?
hotel room?
creepy.
Yeah, no.
Creepy.
You know,
No, it's just
gonna
it's
get, like,
inconvenient.
Yeah,
right.
yeah. Please, just come over to our apartment. But no, so like we get pressed by like, people like that, and then there's like people who
Was it really pressed though? Because
No.
as it like from the young cats, I get a lot of their attention.
Yeah, I get
but it's
attention.
more like, yo, OG, when can we come through? It's more respectful.
Oh no, we don't. It's not
like
respectful.
an inquiry.
People believe that they deserve
Right.
to be on.
But them old school cats, yo, when I produced that Crew album, y'all ain't gonna have me on what the fuck. And I did this shit with Large Professor, and you know what I'm saying? Just like, yo, I'm like, am I fucking safe?
They still use CDs.
Internets. I'm not coming to your old nigga show. I swear to fucking God.
He'll host it.
I'm not hosting it. Dude, I hosted the other shit for a bag. Fuck no, I'm not doing it. Only old school nigga shit I'll do is maybe in Vegas.
And it's
maybe
the
we
real.
get older, so like some old school review type shit.
Yeah.
Like a Celine Dion or like a
Nah, like even
Yo.
like an old Jay-Z. Yeah, like, you know, like Jay-Z with the fucking rhinestone suit. I'll do that shit.
and Combat's gonna show up in his combat jacket, and it's gonna be like,
There
"That's
you
me.
go.
That's
Yeah.
me.
Exactly.
That's
I would
me."
definitely see Combat Jack hosting a Celine Dion show.
Yo, I could use a Celine Dion bag, man.
Yeah.
Yo, who are the It's the Real fans? Who are the fans? Like,
You know-
well, there's three of them.
well, let me think
Yeah.
before you answer. And
Yep.
Internets, I know I'm cutting them off. Fuck you. Was it nothing but hard legs at SOBs, or there was some chicks in the audience? When
No, they had chicks in the audience.
Yeah,
They had
yeah,
chicks in the
yeah,
audience.
right.
And they were sauced.
At SOBs,
Yeah.
at a rap show.
So tell me, what's the It's the Real fans like?
Yeah, I think we have loyal fans. And it does go between guys, girls, lots of different ages. You know, we appeal. Look, you know our podcast. We got
Yes.
everyone from like K-Slay and like
You guys are lucky
Jadakiss.
you got K.
Jadakiss, yeah, to Lil Uzi Vert and, you know, Michael Christmas, Tunji Ige, those guys, right? So we appeal to all the different ages, and we've been around long enough that I think that we are comfortable with, you know, different generations.
That's dope, man.
I think so.
That's dope. Well, let's get to the real question, man. What's the It's the Real groupies like?
Oh man, I feel like
got-
we get this question all the time.
You guys
we-
have to get.
we
You guys,
always-
you guys are rappers.
We always disappoint.
You guys, what is it? Come on, stop.
No, I
You guys never got hit on stage.
on stage.
On stage.
Well, you know, Danny Brown sort of took our lane with that.
Yes. Shout out to Danny.
It's sort of like
How do you beat that?
Jay took our song. Danny Brown stole
He
our idea.
swiped you off of that shit.
No, never gotten hit on stage.
I feel like we
Got to push chicks out or pull chicks backstage.
We've only done like what 3 shows or something.
After
Yeah.
the show is the after party.
That's
Is there an
right.
After party.
I think we're trying to get in that lane.
Right.
We're aspirational. We just, you know, it's hip hop sketch comedians don't get that much play, believe it or not.
Right.
But I think
But still, that much play is also relative
that's
because it's still relative. You still get play,
Yeah.
right?
yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you guys ever
Yeah, no,
feel like
you're
freaked
not talking
out?
To 2 virgins.
What's that?
You're not talking to 2 virgins.
Yeah,
like,
so
you know.
I would
Right.
expect so. But
Right.
Yeah.
do you guys ever get freaked out or like this chick is coming on way too strong?
Yes.
My girlfriend gets freaked out.
Really?
Yeah. Also, by the way, I was going to say something about the strip clubs before. I remember going to the MMG listening uptown at Sin City, which is awesome, until my girlfriend at the time said, "Where were you tonight?" And I was like, "I was at work." And I really was. That's
Did
work.
you not tell her?
I did tell her, but
Like
she
you were
still
going to the strip club.
She
But
wa-
she didn't understand like any of this stuff.
no,
Right.
definitely didn't.
Does she understand it now, or she?
Oh, she's out of the picture.
Yeah, it's a
She's out of the
long
picture.
gone.
You know,
Damn.
Long gone.
but that's the trick, right? Like in this industry, it's a fine line between being at work and really being honest, right?
we had Dallas Martin. He's the MMG A&R over at Atlantic. We had him on, and we were like, "Yo, as an A&R, you have to stay out at night. You have to go to clubs. You have to be
at
in the
strip clubs.
studio.
You got to be in the fucking backstage.
You're
with
listening,
the groupies.
right? You got to be
You
everywhere."
see, there's titties around me. I love you.
And he said on the mic, he's like, "Do you hear that?" He's like, "Do you hear that, my girlfriend?"
Yeah.
So it's true.
And we were
This-
we were with Killer Mike. You know, what? Yeah,
2 days ago?
2
Yes.
days ago.
Yeah.
And he was talking about like his wife keeps him on a tight leash. She
This is a weird business. It's
a
a
weird
part of
business.
it.
It's
It's
a
a
weird
part of it
business.
to do.
Yeah.
It's, you know, that's what it is.
So, you have a new significant other?
No, this is a year old.
It's a year old. Is
Yeah,
it
yeah,
still
yeah, yeah.
sore?
she's not a year old, but
I mean,
No,
hopefully
the relationship.
not. Jeez. But
The relationship.
Is it still hurt? Is the pain still raw? Or you're like, I'm good? Okay.
No, we're good.
No.
No, it's been good.
I said that.
It's been good. It's been good.
It's been good.
It's been good.
So you've been able to tap into the groupies then?
No, she wasn't a groupie. I
Not
think.
her. I'm talking about now. Post her.
Oh, post the other one.
Yes.
No, I'm saying I'm in a
Oh,
relationship
you're in a
right
relationship
now.
right now, and it's
Yeah.
good. Okay.
It's great.
Yeah.
No groupie love then.
No.
No, I mean,
You said no. You said
I
it's a
get,
little.
like,
It's a
I don't
little.
know.
No, the octave went up, dude.
because like I don't like it when people like really like
Objectify you.
No, I just don't like it when people like
What
my
you
stuff
do?
too much.
Right. What are you talking about?
I don't know, like in any sort of like setting. I just don't like when people are like super fans. of
Jeff
me.
does get suspicious.
Really? Do you get anxious sometimes when you're in the center? Yeah.
Like that's a like when people know too much or people like come with like a weird energy. Like that's like a weird thing.
It's really
It's like-
scary, right?
Yeah.
It is interesting. So we're 10 years in, right?
Yeah.
It is interesting.
God bless you. I can't wait to be 10 years in.
Hey.
Man. No, I mean that. Like, I can't wait to be 10 years in.
Yeah. No,
How
it's
long are you in?
This is 7.
yeah.
This is 7 for us.
That's a great year.
7 everything.
7's a great year.
It's a really good year.
Good number.
Is it? I mean, it's been pretty good.
But 10
7 is when we sold our TV show.
Yeah, 10 feels like it's crazy to think about. It's wild. I put a Facebook status up. I was searching back for some picture from 10 years ago, and I found that on Facebook, and I did a screenshot and I put it online, and so many people responded because what I said was, it's been 10 years since we decided to focus totally on this business that we created and just dive in the deep end with it. And everyone's like, that gave me so much inspiration, and I see what you guys have done, and our story. That's full commitment into it. But I do think it's a little strange when people think that they know you very well when they meet you for the first time.
Yeah.
It's very strange.
Like, how so? Give me an example.
I mean, we get approached all the time when people are, and then people also get like very like clingy in terms of thinking that what's that?
Possessive.
Yeah, people get very possessive of you, and they.
Okay, so for instance, this isn't like a groupie or anything, but I was at SOBs recently, and this guy came up, and he didn't know who was on stage, even though the name was right behind the act.
Yeah. Huh.
And so he says,
Old school.
this was
It old school? Was it old
he
school?
was around my age.
Okay.
And
So
he
that's
said-
kind of.
I was like, it's this artist,
Yeah.
and like, why are you at this show, basically? But I, I'm very pleasant in person, and I talk. And so what he said was, like, we had like a fine conversation. I tell him all about myself. He had no idea who I was, and then he's like, "Give me your number."
No, you know that's the regular thing now. People are just
I always
like,
give him King's number.
Do you really?
Always give them King's number, and then
Yeah,
I
you
get
gotta stop
hit
doing
back.
that
You got to get a new phone. Let's get a new phone.
No,
let's get a new phone.
How about we
Listen.
just give him a janky email?
No, I wouldn't do that. Like, because we still have to service the listeners.
Who?
And listeners, like we do have a spin-off show called The Weekly Drop, where we play new music or up and coming or emerging artists.
but even
so
that-
people hit me and they're like, "Can we send music to you?" I have no use for your music.
Yeah.
But
And
I'll
most-
say, I'll send it to King. But King, if you have an issue,
Yeah, but
let's get listen.
none
Let
of
me
this shit
talk.
measures up.
Let's
They
get a
just be
dummy
sending-
phone, not a dummy phone. Let's get you a phone
Google-
exclusively.
a Google phone.
A phone exclusively
You're treating him like
for
a
new
side
music.
Right? Yeah.
It's like you a new phone, and it's only for this.
It's only it's for cultural purposes.
Now, all
right?
you got to do is tell him, "Yo, hit me on IG." Bang, that's it.
Well, okay, so I'm really bad at telling people, like, just I'm not Hollywood.
Right.
I'm just like a regular dude, and I'm just like, yeah, like, hit me. Here's my email. Here's my number. I expect nobody to use it, but everybody's been using it.
They'll be fucking
and
using
like,
that shit.
but like texting me like really weird, like, I hope you're having a good day.
How's your family
how's
doing?
Your family doing?
Yeah.
Hope your meetings are going
Beyond
well.
like the holidays, like Happy New Year, Merry Christmas,
no,
Happy
this,
Hanukkah.
This is only like 2 weeks old. Like,
Right.
This is just like, it was OD, and he invited me to like different events already.
Like-
I'm just like, yo, like
I started blocking
my group of friends.
this woman who does PR like reached out, and she was just like too much and sending me flyers, and I was just like, nope, blocked, done.
Yeah.
Can't do that.
It's a lot, man. It's and it's crazy because we're nowhere.
Right.
The status of the stars that we talk about, or
Right.
some of the
Yeah.
people that we
Yeah.
talk about, even having as friends. But at this point, I find it too fucking much.
Yeah.
And I'm not complaining. I'm not like boo-hoo, like my life
Oh,
sucks.
same,
This is
same.
amazing.
Yeah.
I asked for this. But I've been in this industry since 89.
Yeah.
I've been in some of the wildest places. I would say starting 2016 is when I really started feeling anxiety
Yeah.
when I'm out. Not because I'm just enjoying a show and somebody's getting fucked up in the head next to me. But just the amount of people that just want your attention,
Right.
that shit is too much.
Right.
Yeah.
I've never felt like that. Like I can have like very surface conversations with everybody, and I
Right.
can like I'm super easygoing. Like I'm never that guy who's like a dick. I'm never a dick.
Right, but there's a delineation between like, because we are friendly people, so we'll like say hi to everybody.
Everybody in this room is super fucking friendly.
But I don't want to do business with everybody.
Right, you
I don't
can't
want to
do
hear
business.
business from anybody.
Right.
Everybody. It's
Do you
just.
think there's a process in the approach? Like I tell cats like, you don't always have to, get the phone number or email on the first try. You know what I
Right.
mean? You just like get acquainted. Hey, what's up, man? I appreciate your
Yeah.
work. Keep it moving. You see them again, you can make a reference to that.
Yeah,
totally.
Initial, and then maybe they'll be receptive to that.
Yeah.
But you just can't be, yo, what's your number, fam?
Yeah.
You know what? I don't think there's approach because, like I said, I've been in this industry for a long time. But I do think there needs to be someone
Like
on a
board.
team
Oh,
that's designated. Even if it's not King, it has to be somebody.
Manna.
That's no jokes. It has to be somebody
yeah, but that
that's
works for you. So, like,
designated.
for us, there's only two of us.
Right.
So it's like
Get your brother.
Hey.
No, our brother has a real job. He's
he
yeah.
doesn't need like people text like.
But get an intern. Get an intern.
Yeah.
Get an intern to spin that off because you don't want your. I mean, it's a fine line between like, yo, I'm creeped out, and then like, yo, fucking Combat is a douche. Like Jeff and Eric, who the fuck do these guys think they are? You do
Right.
you do need to provide some type of conduit.
Yeah.
For new talent. You know what I mean? But it's just a lot, man.
It's a lot.
It's a lot. 10 years, man. How do you guys not burn out?
I was thinking about that recently. I
Have you
feel
ever
like
felt burned out?
I think there are times where I felt burnt out. Like
Right.
it's a lot of grinding. It's a lot of grinding.
And it's just us.
And
It's just
so,
us.
Like, and Eric and I also live together. So
Mm-hmm.
there's like a lot of, there's a lot of frustration sometimes where you're just like, you want things to go sometimes better than they do.
Yeah. So we started out 10 years ago doing sketches, weekly sketches on YouTube. Sometimes they got 100,000 in a week views. Sometimes they got 2,000,
Right.
in a week. And we put everything on it. There was no safety net. It was everything. And, we did it for 3.5 years. And that's right so the time we ended was around when Twitter was really starting to bubble. Like it was still cool then, right? And that felt like a burnt out time, where it was like our ideas can't come fast enough.
Right.
Twitter is like actively,
Can't compete with this.
yeah,
Microblogging.
and our idea that comes out on Monday
Yeah.
is going to be old by the time
Yeah.
that, right?
So like, it was like, why bother even coming up with any ideas until Saturday?
And our dad died around that time
Right,
too.
which
He
is
had-
another thing.
It was
Yeah.
it was huge. This is our our everything.
Right.
He had esophageal cancer.
Which they catch like very late in the process.
So that was a really heavy time. Hospice. Our parents built their dream home in the mountains of North Carolina and had only lived there for nine months before he got sick. And then my mom is stuck down there with a house 30 minutes outside of town with, nothing close to
I
you.
think it was like 5 months and then 6 months and then he got sick.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And it was taking care of mom from all the way down there, moving her back up to New York, selling the house. Like there was a lot that happened to us that, the easy way out would have been to just get a temp job or a 9 to
Is
5
that
or
the
something.
easy way out, though? Is that really the easy way out?
For a lot of
When
people.
we do what we do, though, when we there's people that do hip hop,
Yeah.
and then there's people that are hip hop. Like
Yep.
we
Right.
can't do anything else.
No, we
Yo,
could.
but I'd be that hip hop banker though. I don't know that I've ever considered doing anything else.
Right.
I've written for different magazines. I've written for different websites. We've done different freelance projects over the years, but it's always been
This is our love.
Right.
We care too much about this. We love the reactions that we get when we put content out there that speaks to a specific audience. We can't do this for everybody. It's amazing that hip hop is pop culture at this point, right?
Globally.
It's in every movie trailer.
Yeah.
It's in every commercial. It's in every car that passes
It's in our
by.
politics. It's everywhere.
For sure. That has been amazing to be a part of, you know, that we can comment on stuff that more people get. But the goal was never for us to broaden so big that it dilutes everything.
Right.
We wanted to be like specific and have that niche thing, and wanted people who got our stuff to feel like they were on the inside with an inside joke.
Right.
And they could tell their friends, be like, yo, I found these guys online, and they understand what we love too. So that's been pretty amazing. And I think we get such a rush off being, you know, like an intelligent part of the conversation to give that up.
So wait a minute. This album, you guys spoke earlier about how you guys do everything with regard to like the production, A&R, the whole nine.
Yep.
Do you guys have people servicing radio?
Nope.
We have friends who probably could. I mean, like, but I don't know that our songs are like built for radio.
Well, we'll see.
Right.
Yeah,
We think that this is something that all we ask is that people give it
a shot.
a shot. Just press play.
So what happens?
You'll be surprised.
Yeah, I mean, like that's basically been our issue for our entire careers. It's
Right.
that people don't. When people actually like click, they enjoy it.
Right.
But it's about getting people to click, which we, you know.
So what happens when the broader hip hop audience or like white America just like, oh, these guys are the most brilliant guys in hip hop, and your album is a fucking overnight success,
But-
and you guys sell 1 million copies? Like, what happens then? Because that's a possibility. I mean, it's
Yeah.
always a
But then I
possibility.
split off and I do my own thing.
Then you fucking, that's what it
Yeah.
is. Like,
Yeah.
like fuck my brother. Like,
That's it.
like,
That's it.
I do my reggaeton album.
Yeah, yo, but
Kai's
serious though.
Bodega.
Actually, don't front on reggaeton.
No.
Recently,
It's really good.
No. It's not reggaeton. I've been listening to fucking not listening to. I take a lot of Ubers now.
Yeah.
And I've
Oh,
been
you fancy.
And I mean, not fancy. I'm going through shit right now.
Combat's out here.
Going through shit.
Yeah.
But I keep hearing fucking Spanish trap.
Yeah.
Have you heard Spanish trap?
Wait, is that like
shit is fucking amazing.
what Spiff
That's
TV is
Spiff
doing?
TV,
Yeah.
That shit is dope.
Yeah.
But anyway, getting back to this to this hypothetical.
So
have
here's
you guys considered this?
here's what we really want.
Strap?
No, that you guys fucking sell 1 million records.
No, we haven't considered 1 million records, but here's conceivably what we see: a slow growing. Some songs are going to hit, but it's going to take a little bit.
Right.
And we think there's records on there like "Girl, Your Ass Is Like a Metaphor," right? The auto-tune one with Tunji Ige. We think that record's a problem. We played it at Spotify. They believe in it.
Right.
We played it for, we sent it over to Beats Music.
Yeah. So
It's a problem.
we think it's a problem and something that can really like take off in due time.
right.
Also, these streaming things are forever.
Yes.
This music doesn't go anywhere. It can catch up, and people can be like, "Oh, it doesn't matter if
This
it's a
is
year
new
from
shit.
now or like 2 months from now."
Like there are videos that we did back that weren't successful and that now have like over 100,000 plays.
That's crazy.
So we see, you know, this sort of like slow burn, and we think it's going to take off. We believe in it wholeheartedly,
Right.
and Empire, our partners in this, who are distributing it, they feel really passionately about it too. What we really want out of this, a Grammy nomination in the comedy category, and then we'll see if we can renegotiate a deal after that and see what's up. And then it has bigger plays in terms of like the TV show, the touring, the merch. It all sort of like works together. So we think, and we were talking to Killer Mike 2 days ago
For our podcast.
or yesterday.
They were in Atlanta at the same time we were.
We were. I'm sorry we didn't
Did you
link
guys
up.
go to a strip club?
We did not.
No,
No,
we
we were
didn't
we were there
have
for
that.
36 hours. We got our business done, and then we got on a plane. It was like, what do we do? But Killer Mike was like, this is a first handshake. This is an introduction to people. We think we're going to surprise people, but we also know that like there's more to
There's a
come.
reality.
But once again, you guys didn't answer my question.
What's that?
If this shit sells 1 million
Yeah.
copies,
Yes.
what does that do to y'all?
Oh, so many Ubers.
So many Ubers, is that what it is?
No, it's
Are you guys ready for that? Think about it.
I think so. You know why?
We're not 20 years old.
That's exactly right.
You know, like it's not like, you know, Lil Uzi Vert getting like millions of dollars and like having all his
But you guys are in your 30s.
Yeah, and you know who our favorite rapper is? 2 Chainz. And you know why?
He's one of my favorite rappers too.
Because he made it at a quote unquote late rapper
Yes,
age.
Yes.
He's made it late in rapper life.
Titty Boy lived his career.
Yeah. Titty Boy did it so that 2 Chainz didn't have to.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
he could fly.
That's right. And so we're good. We don't have to make the mistakes that we made when we were like 18, 19, 20, you know? Like we're not going to like drive drunk. We're not going to like hold explosives in our hand. Like
Right.
we're not
A
those
Lamborghini
guys.
at least.
A Lamborghini at least.
Yo, just let me hold your Lamborghini for a sec.
Yo, Combat, your boy is sold out SOBs.
Yes.
Word.
Like these are dreams come true. We're putting out an album. Like I'm thinking of like what I'm gonna say on Instagram on Friday. You know, like it's
By the way, this episode is pre-recorded.
yeah.
So by the time this episode comes out, the album Teddy Bear Fresh will be out in stores and
Oh.
iTunes and on every platform, right?
Wait, maybe our songs are a problem already.
Yeah.
Maybe they're just impacting at radio. We didn't even know it.
Yo, that's crazy, man. You guys mentioned your lyrical inspirations earlier.
yeah.
You guys are good. Like really, like in terms of like, you mentioned like punchline rappers, but who inspires you to rap, like individually? Like, damn, I want to write like him, or you even find yourself writing like some of your favorite rappers?
I don't know. Oh, well, you want to know what on V-neck, the one
That's a good song.
With Bun B.
Deep
Thank you.
looking like a V-neck.
Yes.
My flow is, I guess, inspired by Chinks Drugs.
Yes.
R.I.P. Chinks. But yeah, like that's like the only one I can really like be like, oh well, this is like somebody's flow. Like that is a very Chinks flow.
Yeah, I don't know who inspires me flow wise or lyrically, but I think that we always want to bring something different and legitimate. So on Waco, we have a rhyming scheme that's so different from, and that's the second song, and it's so different from the first song,
Right.
and it's so different from the song after that. So, there's a lot that goes into that. Certainly Fabulous, like we said, and Kanye, but we just wanted to put together a project that was respected, authentic, legitimate.
I would say
And funny.
my two inspirations are Lil Yachty and Biz Markie.
There you go.
I'm not mad at Biz Markie. I am not mad at Biz Markie.
Have you had a chance to get Yachty yet?
No, I have not.
Will you extend the invitation?
No,
to
no.
him?
Listen, my thing is, my invitation is open to anybody that intrigues me, and that
Except
makes
for
sense.
Old people know.
No,
yeah.
no. I'll interview old heads.
Yeah.
But the problem with old heads is, once again, I'll let the cat out the bag. Like, we were supposed to interview Cool G Rap last week, right?
Wow.
Day of, fucking doesn't show up.
That's
I went down to North Carolina 3 weeks ago to interview Rakim. The motherfucker doesn't show up.
That sucks.
And I don't know if I don't know if it's like coincidence that two of my era's greatest MCs.
You think they're talking to each other?
No, I just don't think they really understand. I think they're just so jaded and burnt out and turned off
Well,
by
do
the
they-
industry that they really don't understand the value of coming on this fucking rinky-dink.
Well, why'd they
podcast.
agree to it?
When we for the live event down in North Carolina, Rakim got a bag. He got paid and
Still didn't
left.
show up.
And still, he had I think it was like this like a twofer where he had a performance the night before and then this live interview.
That's crazy.
He already got the full bag, 100%. He broke out.
That's crazy.
And I'm like, this is no disrespect to the old heads, but I'm like, what the fuck are y'all doing? But so going back to the original question, like anybody is welcome on the show.
Yeah.
I'm saying anybody, as long as it makes sense, as long as, I can have a fucking conversation with them.
Right.
And I think over the past 7 years, we've done that. We've had a lot of old heads, but we've had a lot of young cats as well.
Yeah.
And it's that balance.
You have the blueprint.
It's that the blueprint?
Yeah.
Okay. All
It
right.
is the blueprint.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll take that.
You had a great little piece in Mass Appeal
Yes.
the other day. It was
Shout
great.
out to Bonsu Thompson.
Yeah, no
He wrote
kidding.
that.
And
He put some personal shit in there I did not want him to put in, but
that he did.
Yes, he did.
But
that being said, I'm not upset.
there was an It's the Real mention, and we appreciated
Yes.
that in there.
Really, what I say?
No,
You
well,
didn't.
it wasn't a
You did
quote.
nothing.
No, actually,
Yeah,
I did
yeah.
mention you guys. No, I did mention you guys because Bonsu asked me. He's like, "You're a pioneer of this shit." I'm like, "No, I'm not the first guy
Right.
But with
that
that
did this
said,
shit." You guys,
we were
I was on
early.
your
Well,
show.
you were.
on
You
Hype
were.
Man when I didn't know what the fuck
you were.
a podcast was.
I keep saying this, like, it's so crazy how all these people are always like, yo, I loved Hype Men back in the day, bring back Hype Men. And it's like, you weren't listening back then. Like, none of these people were there. It's like being a Freaknik. Like, everybody says that they were a Freaknik. It's like, none of you were there. Like, Hype Man was not that big.
Right. But all that to say, you kept with it. You know, people couldn't keep up with you guys. You just kept on going. You're so far down the line. You did make the blueprint. We all follow you.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
No,
I don't know how to fucking respond to that.
That's
Man.
it's-
I'm not good with compliments, man.
Hey, man.
See, me neither.
Yeah,
Just get him some monkey shoulder.
which is what we're drinking right now. This episode is unofficially sponsored by Monkey Shoulder, whiskey of champions. What I like about you guys also is you guys bring different energy to the mic.
Thank you.
Like, Jeff, you're real technical. You're.
Oh, I'm Eric.
Eric, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Fuck, why did I do that shit? Why didn't you tell me?
United
Shoulder monkey.
LA.
Right.
Yeah.
You're really technical with your shit. Like
Yeah.
you're like,
Yeah.
like, and then
Yeah,
you're
Eric can
fucking
rap.
flagrant with your shit, right? Is that the?
Yeah, I say some things.
Yeah.
Got your
What-
girls' legs wide. They like Jenkos.
And that's not something you would say, though, right?
No, it's just a different kind of creativity. I mean, I got some like nasty lines in there, but I think that Jeff
Yeah,
just like
that's
says it
a
in a
metaphor.
different way.
Yeah.
What's that?
That's like a metaphor.
Yeah, I say hanging on my knob like do not disturb. Like
I like that. I like that. That's kind of funny.
that record's a problem.
Yeah,
I'm
that's a
saying.
problem,
I'm
man.
saying. But yeah, we try to top each other in terms of creativity, I think. And ultimately, like, I love Jeff's verses just as much as I think he loves
Do you
mine.
always love each other's verses? Is there
No.
any time
No,
when
we
you're
tell
like,
each
that
other
shit is
straight.
whack?
Yeah.
Get that
Yeah.
shit the fuck out of
Yeah,
here.
oh yeah.
And then you guys get offended?
Yes.
What's an argument like
shit.
between you guys?
Well, in the studio or outside the
Just
studio?
in general, do you throw shit at each other? Fuck you. I'm telling mom.
No,
No,
like,
it's-
we're
it's-
not on Love and Hip Hop.
No, but I'm saying, like, does it, like, it gets heated. Like, me and King
Yeah.
have had arguments.
Yes, it gets heated.
Gets
Not in
heated.
the studio though. 'cause
I used
we're-
to sub Combat. Early
you?
on. I used to sub
On
the whole
Twitter,
team.
and I used to watch him, like,
Sub the whole team.
The whole team.
sub
I
the
used to
whole
get on
team
my
and everyone
nerves.
gets a jacket.
Ben, and Matt Raz. I used to sub them on early on. Like I'm talking about year one.
Combat
No.
was somebody I used to look up to, and now he's so.
I didn't say Combat. I didn't say the name.
Get the
I never
fuck
said
outta
the
here.
name.
I know girls who sub the whole team.
Hey,
See? Different kind of creativity right there. Yeah, no, we argue, but ultimately it's because we both care so much about the final product.
Right.
It's the arguments are about the stupidest shit, and we just feel so passionately about each thing that it ends up being like a bigger thing than it really has to be.
Also, we just don't like each other when it comes down to it.
Really? Like, for real?
No, what? We live together and we have all the same friends. No.
But that shit does get annoying, right? No?
Which part?
It's kind of different.
Which part? Oh,
Like,
living together?
Living together, being around each other, being related
It's a lot.
to each other,
It's a lot.
being around
Yeah.
each other your entire fucking lives.
it's a lot.
That
Get
being
the
said, like
fuck
we have
away.
separate bedrooms.
Yes.
Yeah, we're separate.
It's a 3-bed, 2-bath doorman building. Like, you know.
Yeah, we're killing it, guys.
It's not like we're like living in bunk beds. and I have
No,
to be like,
y'all are killing it.
No. What it is I think that we're we're stronger together, and we just do good work.
It's 2017.
Yeah.
Is your girl still a Republican?
Yo.
that's a deep cut.
I know. My girl's a Republican.
That was so we put out that song in 2010,
10.
Yes.
and the Tea Party came out against it. Which was
How big was that? How big was the
it was
opposition?
big. It was in the Washington Post. We
Yeah, we did all right. It was good.
charted
It was good
charted
to.
really well.
Did it chart?
No.
okay.
That was strictly for that was in our sketch days.
Right.
So we put that video out, and the video was crazy. It was one take and had a lot of elements going on. People should check that out. My girl's a Republican, and it's funny now to consider those lines.
Because they still sort of work.
Right. But
Was it scary though when they were coming after? I mean, because those
no,
that
because
was
fuck
exciting.
them.
That
Fuck
was
But aren't they
them.
fucking crazy? Don't they fucking threaten you and shit? Or like,
It doesn't matter.
No,
Right.
it was a different time. Like it wasn't like you get on Republican Twitter and they all start saying like crazy stuff at you. Like,
But
you
fuck
know,
them anyway.
Hammer the
Like
frog or whatever. You know, like
right.
you know.
we were thrilled that we could piss some people who were such ignorant people off, and we could bring that down to Thanksgiving and
Right.
that made
was
our
awesome.
relatives
but
awesome.
how does it
They're
feel
happy.
that the ignorant, stupid people are now the winners?
It's the worst.
Like they won.
But
Well,
yeah,
not
They
for long,
they
though.
no listen.
so
We slept on them.
no,
I don't think that we did.
we did not.
I think if we thought, I think collectively, and I'm not even talking about this whole Russian Putin like conspiracy thing.
Yeah.
Which I really do think is valid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we did sleep on Trump. Like, I slept on Trump. I was like, this is preposterous. This guy cannot be the fucking leader of the United States. And then look at us now in fucking May.
It's an embarrassment. It's
But that's what I'm saying. They won.
they
Yes.
they won.
Yeah, but there's like differences between like battles and wars, right?
Yes.
Like they won the battle.
They won the battle.
Hopefully they don't blow up the world.
I mean, they very, very, very well may do so. But we live in an age right now. I'm in a fucking ramen restaurant in Brooklyn.
Oh, you should really be going to Jersey City.
Yeah.
Yeah, I should. Well, I just hadn't opened up yet. This was, I want to say, February.
Yeah.
And there's this tall Israeli, and he's It's not Lior, by the way. No, it wasn't. It wasn't either of you guys. But he's having this loud conversation. It's a quiet, real private restaurant, and he's boasting about how the news is fake.
Oh, that's great.
And how the walls worked in Israel. And then and I'm just like, this is the fucking world I live in, where people question the validity of some of our most established and most respected news outlets.
It's really troubling.
People really question the news right now.
Yeah, it's like that's the most damaging thing from all of this, I think.
That's what I'm saying. They won.
I think that they have won, but I also think like that battle. But
Right.
I do think that once this new Watergate, this impeachment trial like starts happening, I think people are going to then start questioning why they're questioning reality.
Yeah. I think people are starting to turn. His popularity keeps getting slightly less and slightly less and slightly less.
Well, if you look at like in certain cities, they show the town hall meetings, right?
Oh, yeah.
With some of the Republican
With his constituents.
representatives in those cities.
Yeah.
And the people who voted for that regime, they're lashing out physically. They're like getting hostile against the people that they supported.
And
saying,
because
we need answers. Like, what the fuck?
Like,
not
are you
only
taking
that,
away our healthcare?
it's life and death. Like that's
a lot of
that's
people.
real.
That it was politics were never a life and
Veterans,
death to them.
seniors.
All of that, and people with illnesses that
Pre-existing
conditions, all of that. I mean, it's really troubling. But I think the tide will change. I think that truth matters, science matters. Like there's a lot of things that. And by the way,
Black Lives Matter.
Black Lives Matter. like all this is serious.
Right.
Like, and we talk to our mom every day, right? And
How's she doing, by the way, your mom?
she's doing great. Thank you. Yeah. She's been up here for like 4 or 5 years.
like,
You're
even
like the
listen-
guy
settled in.
SOBs.
Yeah.
What's that?
Like the guy at SOBs who asked him,
How's your mom? Yeah. She's good. Thanks. No, she's doing very well.
Yeah,
Thank you. Yeah. She gets to see her boys a lot. So that's a good
good.
thing.
But anyway, like you were saying.
But we speak to her every day and every day it's a new, multiple times a day, it's like a new like Trump thing. She's like, did you see this? Or like, she sent us an email right before we came down here, which was titled like
drip, drip,
Flood.
yeah.
And
Which is like a Watergate reference.
Yeah.
yeah. And
So is Deep Throat.
yeah. See?
I know a girl who was subbing the team.
There you go.
But I told my mom, I was like, not that any of us needed to like say this out loud, but like the comparison between our 44th president and our 45th
Hells.
is unbelievably wide.
Yeah.
Like it's just crazy what a model man and family and the
President
expectations.
and diplomat and ambassador.
And he made this country better for everybody.
Yeah.
And then this succubus comes in.
I wouldn't even give him credit as being a succubus. It's fucking slug.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, either one works.
Yeah.
To me.
And so if we were to come out with a song now, like My Girl's Republican, it wouldn't even be like
I don't
funny
know
because
that-
it'd be like
yeah, I'd be like-
scary.
I
It'd be- that's what I meant. Like,
Yeah.
So the times have changed where it wasn't scary then because the Tea Party was a joke.
Did you see
Well, there was civility in. Well, no, that's not true.
There was
House
no
of-
saying the N word, so no. Never.
House of Cards? Kevin Spacey's wife, who's the woman who plays
Robin
Robin Wright.
Robin Wright, yeah.
She said that they can't even. She's like Trump stole our whole shit.
They can't top.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
They can't.
It's
Top the
satire
shit.
is like
It's crazy.
It's real.
But what I mean by and of course, I definitely believe that everything is cyclical, and I agree with you. Like it's the battle or it's the war.
Yeah.
But the floodgates
Yep.
that Trump's America is unleashed. Like it's like, how do you put these motherfuckers back in the? You know what I'm saying? You can't put them back. It's this new. It's an old voice.
Well,
that has new reach, greater
that's,
reach.
But that's what it is,
and it's
old.
young also. It's so you got a lot of young cats.
I think there's more young
buying into this ideology.
I don't know. I'm an optimist.
Right.
I really hope that the young generation has more love and wants things to evolve.
The alt-right movement, it's a pretty young based.
Yeah.
That's troubling.
That's what I'm saying.
But it's not like big in the way that like, you know, like we survived the Nazis.
Yes.
You know, like we will survive the alt-right. Like
Right.
it's not they're a hateful movement,
Yes.
but they're not a violent movement. They are
well,
have the alt-right been like killing people?
I mean, racism kills people.
Yes.
Yes, but that's not the alt-right.
right,
The
right.
alt-right didn't create racism.
Right, of course.
So like, you know, the alt-right is just like a bunch of Natalie dressed shitheads who have terrible ideas.
But let's vote the representatives out.
Yep.
Let's marginalize these people, and let's do things on a bigger level. As hip hop community, let's not perform in states where this shit goes down.
Yeah.
Let's take events out of there.
And let's educate the 14-year-olds who will be 18 in 4 years and eligible to vote.
Let's
Yeah.
do it.
You know?
Because hip hop stars are right at the center of the mainstream. They have the most power now, and they can make the most change. So let's go.
Yeah.
We get Lil Yachty on board.
Well, yeah.
Biz Markie.
And Bismarck. Want to see Biz Markie, man. So 10 years. 10
Yeah,
years, right,
10
doing this.
years.
Podcasting.
Yeah.
You guys are doing it before us.
Shout out the
Yeah, but then
Loudspeakers Network.
We took a long break.
Yeah, I mean, but still, it's
Yeah.
still the same medium. Like you guys still have a lot of. I'm kind of tired. I'm not going anywhere, but I'm tired.
Yeah.
With podcasting.
It's
It's a fucking beast.
But like, you don't think which did you enjoy more, the mogul or this doing this every week?
I mean, it's two different things.
They're
Right.
two very different
Two-
things.
It's like the beach and the pool.
Yeah. Well, those are sort of similar things.
Nah,
then
yeah,
in
but-
different places.
beach is better.
Yeah.
I kind of
smashing both.
like the pool better.
You can smash them both.
I like the pool better.
the finger banging.
But
both.
it's too different. It's different.
Yeah.
It's different. But you know, I would say last year I got really tired because it just got a lot. It just got so flooded.
Do you need that competition?
I wasn't even competing. It was
Yeah,
just
so
like it was just
the
It was,
grind.
it was the grind.
Yeah.
You know, the shit. Some of the things that were introduced into the game, like you know, having to now compete in an Uber level for certain guests,
Right.
or just you know, shit like motherfuckers blocking guests. Thank God that doesn't exist.
It doesn't
right
exist
now.
anymore. Yeah.
I mean, so far.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But like that shit got frustrating. It's
Yeah.
like, why the fuck am I doing this shit?
Right.
When it's so hard behind the scenes to do this shit.
Right.
Has that affected you in any manner?
It used to.
Right.
It used to. We ran into the same things that you did. We didn't want to deal with the same artists that everyone else
I
got.
hate a fucking press run.
It was annoying.
Yeah.
It was stupid.
But
But
then we started getting people who were like behind this. Like we know who our voice is, right?
Yes.
Like we get people who are behind the scenes. We mix in some rappers and some other people. But
and the constant is always that arc of someone's life because everyone's got a story.
Everyone's got a story.
So it doesn't matter if you're a
And
superstar.
everyone's story can be told in two or three different.
well,
And-
wait, what's your process in reaching out to people?
I don't even know anymore, dude. I'm so fucking numb to the process. What is
process, honestly, is just without giving them away, you know, the secret sauce. It's building relationships,
Yeah.
and hopefully dealing with people who are aware of what's going on. Not just see what they do is what I've seen is they like a lot of PR people or managers and label reps. They know the brands and they know the popularity of it.
Yeah.
but they don't.
They don't know the
That's it.
content.
Like they'll like you.
They don't know the work.
You get one or two every now and then. Say, hey, I'm gonna send you the record to play where? Like I'm like, what's our DJ?
yeah.
There is none. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
Trying to waste some
We've had
top.
people
Trying to waste some top talent.
No, I would never. But I'm just saying,
You're the
just-
one that turned away. Snoop,
I would never.
Snoop?
It's just the dynamic. The interactions is like, all right,
Yeah.
you gotta school them to the
Right.
process.
It's still very organic. Going back to your question, it's very organic. I think it's still very organic. I'm so busy now, and I'm fortunate to have a team with King and Mena. But like, I used to be very aggressive about getting guests on the show, and I can't do that anymore. Like, I don't have the fucking bandwidth.
I think for us, we just, as long as we're consistent and we put out high quality stuff, that's been the credo for our whole career. Every week, you know you're going to find us, right? And you know,
sometimes every day.
and
Don't do that. Fine
No,
shit.
you hated that.
Don't do that.
so we do it every week. So we do it every week.
Did you hate the 12 days of podcast though?
No, I didn't hate that. It's just it didn't fucking make sense to me.
Got a whole lot of listeners from that, but guys,
I mean, yeah.
we're at the point now, thankfully, that people just trust our taste level.
Yes.
So we put on a friend of ours named Jenna Luckman recently, and you know, you could know her, you could not know her from Twitter, but when you listen to that episode, you're like, man, this is a compelling story.
Yeah.
And that's it. You don't need it to be whoever the biggest superstar is releasing something that week. You know, we were just like, let's put out our friend.
You guys
So-
have to stop recording in your fucking apartment.
Yeah, we do. It's true.
Like, has there been any recent close calls?
No.
Any complaints from the building?
Nope.
Well, these
No, the
rapper
only-
people coming in here
No,
all the
no,
time.
no.
We just had construction going on outside for the past month and a half. So we've been trying to avoid that at all costs. So we record late. Or
That's
record
right.
on
So
the
that's,
weekend.
that's why we go down to Atlanta to record.
That was good.
We're killing
That's
my, yeah.
smart, man.
That was a good workaround.
That's smart. But like seriously though, and I mean, you guys have talked about it before, but some people disrespect your home.
Yeah, but not so much.
Right.
You know, we the Migos came. They brought like a dozen of their closest friends. Like it was like they were all going to get on
Dozen
stage at
Nick
SOBs. Yeah. And
It was hot,
yeah, it was hot. They
and you made food for them. You prepared a meal for them.
we did.
Well,
and they were like, "What the fuck is this?" Right?
So what happened was that we had cleared. We asked the publicist. We were like, "Can we make burgers?" Because we were still cooking for people at this point.
Yeah.
And
And they said yes, and then
It's
and then
the real. They make a great bolognese sauce.
oh, thank you very
I've
much.
had your bolognese
yeah.
sauce. Thank
You were still there in that era.
Yes, I'm very fortunate to have eaten at your
Well,
house.
thank you, and I'm glad.
yeah, we cooked for Bun. We cooked for a bunch of people.
Yeah.
But so the Migos came over, and an hour before they were supposed to come over, they said they don't want burgers.
So we're like, all right,
They want
all that shopping into the fridge.
yeah. So they want fried chicken.
Had a writer.
They want pork chops.
Fried pork chops.
They
Yeah.
want ribs.
Yep.
They want gravy.
Some sort of potato, I forget
Yeah.
what, and just a whole rider. And we were like, I don't know, what kind of operation you think this is?
It's
Like,
New York City.
it's crazy.
And well, it is New York City. So Eric ran to the barbecue
The
place.
closest barbecue place and got almost everything they wanted.
Almost everything.
Laid it out for them. They
Yeah,
showed
like,
up.
Put it out in platters, like it's looking like a real, nice.
And this isn't like Migos now. This isn't SNL Migos. These are like,
Why the fuck do we have you on here?
we're not going to sell records our first week for our first album,
Right.
Migos.
Right.
This is Offset is still locked up Migos. This is like really, really new and green Migos. So
and not in the best mood.
not in the
So,
best mood. They came in with their Beats pill playing their music loud and they're like, can we play this on here? We're like, no. This is a podcast.
talk show.
Audio.
That's right.
Um,
And they had
and they were just like disagreeable the entire time. Like
And-
they the first question I asked them was like, oh, like I saw the Vice documentary on you guys. You guys live in a country club. Tell me about living on a country club. Like that's amazing. Like that's such a weird juxtaposition. The Migos living on a country club, and they were like, "Where'd you see that?"
how'd you know that?
Yeah, that's not true.
It's
It's
like-
like just like there's video. of it.
I watched the big series, like,
Yeah.
So it was not a great interview. The best thing that came out of that interview was that we asked them what their best ad libs were, what their favorite ad libs were, and so they did it for like 30 seconds, and we videoed it,
Mama.
and we looped that 30 seconds and
Casserole.
put it into a 5-minute video that's very popular online now.
There you go.
Yeah.
Would you guys interview the Migos again?
Hell yeah, hell
Under
yeah.
the same or different circumstances? Are they coming to your house?
Yes,
Yeah.
all three can come over. Yeah, for sure.
Hopefully they'd have
Gotta
a
go
better
to Boston
attitude, man.
Market.
I think.
Yeah, fuck with we don't serve food anymore.
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah.
No, I think they're in a better place now.
Right.
Yeah.
Success changes people.
Yeah, it does.
We're ready for that.
Like when your album.
We're ready
when
for
this
that.
album goes
Let's go.
platinum. Yeah.
That's a great problem to have. That's
It's
like
a
too
good
many
pro-
good pictures,
it's
right?
a good problem to have.
Yeah.
What other podcasts you guys listen to? And don't say ours.
Yeah. Bill Simmons.
Yes.
Love Bill Simmons. Mark Maron, of course.
Maron.
Tall
There's
Tales out of L.A.
yeah. Shout out to Tall Tales. There's a podcast. I think it's called How Is This Made? So it's something on NPR, and they interview everyone from like the Whole Foods inventor to like Troy Carter to
Troy is great, man. Did you guys have him on the show?
No, we
He didn't
didn't.
come on our show, but he did. He ran the management company
that we
were
used to
under
be
him.
at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Troy's amazing, man.
Yeah.
No kidding.
Troy's amazing. We were fortunate enough to have. I've interviewed him for the Mogul Project. He's dope, man.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen his rap video?
His rap video.
Yeah.
What's the name of it?
Oh,
Oh
man.
my God, I wish
Was
it
he under a name? Like
Yeah,
what was
he
his?
he was out of Philly. It was him and his
two guys,
friends,
yeah.
and they got signed by
Will Smith.
by Will Smith.
Yeah.
Shit, I'm
Was he
trying-
spitting that hard shit?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Just talking about something about
Rick
white.
Carter.
No, it was like a very like fun like dancey sort of record.
You know what else I listen to? This is like crazy, but I listen to Adam Carolla has a home improvement
Really?
show called Ace on the House, and I'm not even like out here like hanging drywall or anything, like, but it's fascinating to listen to.
There's so much shit to listen out here right now, man.
Kind of neat. Out of L.A.
Yeah.
Intuition is great.
Yeah.
Alec Baldwin's podcast.
Yep. Here's the thing.
Here's the Thing.
Fascinating.
What's the
You know what we haven't had a chance to listen to because
Obama.
it's on.
speechwriter?
Oh no, it's yeah. I'll think of it. But Questlove has one on Pandora.
I heard his shit was crazy.
but I haven't been able to listen to
haven't
it.
heard it, man. I haven't heard it. I've been listening to S Town,
Oh,
which
haven't
is
listened to it yet.
S Town
Yeah.
is really crazy, man, because it takes you in one direction and goes completely in the other direction.
yeah.
Without spoiling it.
Turns out that shit town is not a shit town.
I mean, it's a shit town, but it's not. When you first hear, it, you're like, oh, this is this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's not that.
And you know what else we've been listening to?
What?
Mogul.
Mogul's pretty fucking dope.
Pretty great.
You guys like it, man?
I love it.
Listen to it with Leor.
Yeah.
We did listen to it with Leor.
With Leor?
With
Yeah.
Leor. He asked us to play it.
What did he think?
He was okay. So Leor had not listened to it because he's very close to the situation,
Yes, very
and
close
it's
to
very
close.
painful.
Yes.
And he's not the only one. We talked to Jeff Sledge about
Yes.
it. He hadn't listened to it.
Dante.
Dante Ross. We
You can
gave
listen to on the Combat Jack.
we gave the best. That was a great episode, by the way, Dante Ross.
Thank you.
We gave the best reviews to all of them, and
Thank you.
I think it still is very painful 5 years later. Leor was nodding. He that rice pilaf line killed.
Yeah.
Killed.
Warren, shout out to Warren G.
Yeah, a great episode, by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to like spoil anything, but man, like Chris Lighty's got some big balls.
Yeah, I mean, crazy, man. And you know what? Like, in retrospect, now that we're closing this project, I do respect the people that were closest to Chris that declined to come on.
Mm-hmm.
Because, I mean, like when you're sitting with Chris's mom, or you're sitting with D Nice, or Sophia Chang, or his daughter, and the tears start coming out, like the weight
Yeah.
of that episode is like, I mean, of the series, like I fucking need therapy
Yeah.
behind this shit, because it was just so going into his world, and it's just, the shit was so painful.
When you talked about that, you have a picture of him.
Yes.
I mean, it's become your life. It consumes you.
Yeah, I got to get out of this chamber, because it's like that's all I know, and it's, I mean, and Chris did amazing things, but it also gets dark.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's just so heavy. So like I don't even feel a way about those people who decline to come on the show, because it is. And you're talking to people, like when we first started the project, it's like, okay, it's 4 years. 4 years have passed. We started this last year. 4 years have passed. Like, how painful could this be? And then you see that the pain never goes away, man. It's just crazy, man.
But I'm glad you're telling it. It's a really important story to be
Thank you.
told. Yeah.
Thank you. You Must Remember This. Have you guys ever listened to You Must Remember This?
No.
It's this real obscure podcast about these unknown Hollywood stories. And like there's this, and they have like these little mini series. I think it's Joan Crawford versus Betty Davis, like the
Like
rivalry.
yeah.
But I mean, whoever it is.
Yeah.
But the most fascinating, it was 10 episodes, is the what's his name? Fucking Charles Manson.
Oh God.
The Charles Manson mini series on that, and it's fascinating because it goes like the genealogy, the fucking tree, like who, like from Doris Day to like it's so crazy, man. Like that.
Like, have you read Helter Skelter?
When I was a kid, I read it,
Yeah.
and that shit fucking shook me. But like hearing this, like I highly recommend it, man.
We so when we travel down to Washington D.C. to visit our relatives down there, and we pick up our mom from the east side, we rent a car, and me and my brothers and my mom travel down. We'll throw on podcasts. We'll download a whole bunch of podcasts and we'll listen to them, or like Motown music, so that we can all like vibe to. But one time recently, we were coming back.
And we were listening to
Tax Stone.
Well, no. So
Tax season.
we were listening to. Actually, you know what's funny?
Shout
is
out
that
Tax
we were
Stone, man.
telling Killer Mike that when we were growing up and we did these like family car rides or whatever, we would be listening to music and we really tried. We were like, we're gonna make mom and dad understand hip hop, so we're gonna play them a Beanie Siegel and Eve record, like to really like try to. And it didn't. It didn't do anything. But
like the love raps, like
yeah, no,
Rap-
it was actually about like the struggle coming up, like
Okay.
eating like
They liked it, but they wouldn't listen to it again.
right. That's true.
Yeah.
it
So
wasn't their thing.
what's that?
Wasn't their thing.
Yeah, no, it's fine. So we're coming back up, and we were listening to Alec Baldwin, and this podcast, that podcast, whatever.
And then I got
David Axelrod.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what it was.
Yeah,
David
yeah.
Axelrod. We were listening to a podcast about
And then Jeff pulled one up.
Jonestown.
Jim, the real Jim
massacre.
Jones. Yeah.
What podcast is this?
Oh, I
This
don't.
was an NPR
Right.
podcast.
And it was just.
It was dark, but I
gotta hear that
No,
episode.
but what's
man.
crazy is that Eric went to go visit his girlfriend, I think that night, and then I decided that I would sit in my room alone and watch like footage from Jonestown.
Oh, no,
hours.
you went dark.
Hours.
You went dark.
I went real dark.
You went dark.
Yeah.
The reason why I want to hear that is because I was young enough,
That you remember.
like when that shit happened.
Oh, my
and,
God.
And I remember like the middle school that I went to, we were required to have a subscription to both Time Magazine and Newsweek, so we just
so
flooded
you were-
with the images, and
Oh,
so
my
that
God.
Yeah.
it just fucking damaged me at a young age. That I do want to visit that whole
Yeah.
I had,
Jim
like, a
Jones.
fascination with like that very like those like Helter Skelter.
70s
yeah.
was a weird time, man.
well, but every era is a weird time.
No, but I mean, of course, like what post millennial, we had our like our 9/11,
Yeah.
which is horrific.
Yeah.
But it's still, I mean, we're talking about weapons of mass destruction, and people now use cars and bombs and the whole nine. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
to see people laid out,
Yeah.
families, like just like a full carpet of dead bodies because of cyanide, and just how they,
But
or
that they volunteered.
yeah,
That's
and even the
crazy
Charles
thing.
Manson thing, it was just a little bit more closer to home. Like, who next to me is in a cult?
Right.
Your home invasion, like shit was a little bit more.
Like In Cold Blood by
Yes.
Truman Capote.
Exactly.
all
Like,
this
there's a
stuff, yeah.
little, like, you know what I'm saying? It's like the shit that's happening right now is so fantastical. Yes, it can happen.
Right.
I'm staying the fuck away from Times Square. I'm staying the fuck away from
Well-
Macy's. I might not want to go to that show.
But what kind of like life is that? Like you can't act like every time you go outside you're gonna get hit by a bus.
No, but I've been avoiding Times Square for at least 20 years.
Well, yeah, but there's lots of reasons to avoid Times Square.
Yeah,
It's a
'cause that's
terrible
what I'm
place.
saying. Like, my life is fine
There's too many
if I
cartoon
don't have to go to
characters.
Times Square. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
I'm,
totally.
I'm good.
Right. But you're not avoiding like every crane in the city just because one.
No,
like,
like,
you know,
yeah, no, I'm not.
Yeah.
Gotta live your life.
I also
Crazy.
want to shout out the Cypher podcast.
Oh,
yeah.
Sean
Sean
Sotero,
Sotero.
Yeah, shout out to them.
who does an incredible job of asking questions that nobody else asks.
He doesn't get enough credit.
No. He was an early guy too. I
Yeah.
think.
Sean Sotero is definitely underrated. People always say that we're underrated. People always say like, "How come you're not bigger than you are?" or whatever. And it's like, I don't know. Maybe it's that we don't act that we're like.
But you guys are in the conversation
Sure.
a lot.
I like being there.
Right.
I like when people fuck with our shit, and I think that people across the board like respect our work ethic, and I think they respect our humor.
And that's what it is. That's what it's about, right? The respect. Like you said, having an episode with somebody that nobody knows and taking a chance on that episode, knowing it's going to be one of your best episodes.
We're
And
not
it's going to resonate, and it's
Yeah.
going to create more trust with your audience and your product and your brand.
we're not doing any of this for money. This is all for the love. Like we want the respect, and we want to put good product out there. And
Yeah, I mean, like even like it was never about having like a huge audience. It was about having the right audience for us. Like we've always had like the right people listening to us, or watching us or whatever. Like it was always like, oh, like Killer Mike is a fan of ours, and that was like 6 years ago.
Right.
Or like
fun.
The
or,
right audience is so important.
so
man.
important.
It's so important. Like when I get a fucking tweet from someone that's like, yo, Rap Radar, Drink Champs, and Combat Jack Show fell off. I'm like, who are you? Like, I don't know. Like, you don't listen to this
But on the
show.
other hand, you know, I'll give
And
you.
this is no shots to the other
No.
podcasts. I'm like, that's not my audience.
But on the other hand, how good does it feel when you get like? I'll tell you this: we got a tweet from Mike Geronimo one time. Mike Geronimo,
Mike Geronimo.
and he was like, "Yo, your mixtape flames. And we were just like, Mike Geronimo likes us. Like, and you know who else liked us?
Mr. Cheeks.
Mr. Cheeks.
That's one of my questions. Like one of my
You were going to
questions.
ask us about Mr. Cheeks?
No, one of my questions is, as rappers,
Yeah.
like, who surprised you? Like, out of your fellow peer rappers,
Yeah.
who surprised you other than Mr. Cheeks?
That liked
And,
our
like,
stuff?
that fucks with your shit.
You know,
Nori.
Joe
Nori.
Joe Budden told us we were rapping better than a lot of rappers out here.
and I could see Joe Button meaning that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that Joe Budden really lies that much. Except
No,
to,
Joe
like, his
Button is
girlfriends.
special like that.
Yeah.
he is special.
Except to his girlfriends, right? In third world countries, like, shout out to Taxi.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm really excited about what everyone's going to think of this. We haven't played the record for too many people.
It's a good album.
Thank you.
It's a
Thank
good
you.
album, man, and good luck to this, man.
Thank you.
know,
Like Killer Mike said, this is a handshake, and we think it's a good first impression.
no, it's a good album.
Thank
it's a good Internets, Teddy Bear Fresh
yeah.
is a great album.
The
Go-
movement.
The
Press
movement.
play.
Press play. It's out.
I think they're going to like that first
Spend
track
your coin,
with
stream
Combat
it.
Jack on there.
Yeah, there you go. I'm on it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of podcasters on it. I like the way you pay respect and homage to your fellow podcasters.
Hey, man.
Like, no one is excluded
No, this
except
is
the groupies. The groupies are excluded.
No, there's a song "Grow Your Ass" is like a metaphor.
Let's
Do
go.
you have groupies on there?
What?
No.
Like True Confessions?
Yeah, exactly.
Taxi Cab Confessions?
Exactly. Last question.
Yes.
Which one's Jeff? Which one's Eric?
No. Fucking Jeff. Top 5.
Oh,
Ooh.
come on.
I mean, I know
question.
everybody hates it,
Yeah, I mean,
but I have my go-to top
All right.
5 all the time.
I don't, but Biggie,
Yes.
Jay-Z,
Yes.
Kanye West.
Yes. And you guys have history with Kanye.
We do, or I do. Yeah.
I met him once. I guess that's my history.
Yeah.
I was his videographer at the 2005 Grammys and went on the road with him and love his team and am a Kanye apologist, except for when he's fucking with Trump. That I cannot excuse. I can't.
You know, I got a text from someone that we mentioned earlier. That's
Kanye West.
about Kanye.
Yeah.
And they were like, dude, because I think I was going hard on Kanye also. And they're like, he's going through it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not, there's no.
Yeah. No. But
But, he's still, from what I understand, it was close to the anniversary of his mom's death. And
Yeah.
Kanye's crazy, and he's been through a lot.
Yeah.
what
I'm not,
genius you know ain't crazy.
I'm not
Yeah.
apologizing, but,
Are you
Yeah.
apologin?
huh?
Are you
I'm not
apologin?
Collagen.
all
Don't
right.
ever fix your lips like collagen, right? So anyway, so that was
Biggie, Jay, Kanye.
3.
All right. I mean, I feel like I'm pressed right now, but like, I love Jadakiss. I'm putting him top 5.
Top 5.
And I don't know, Jeff, go.
Oh God. I haven't like.
Wait,
the
no,
worst part
no,
is-
no. You,
No, I
there's
know.
one
I'm
more.
just trying to think of one more.
No, you
I
can't.
have
You
to
can't
think
come
about
off
my
of that.
own.
You got to answer that. Eric, you
five,
can't.
top
You can't pass that on, man.
I'll answer for you.
No,
Yeah.
no. Let him answer. Let him answer. Like, I have other categories, like from decades, like who's
Yeah.
like the, but we're not doing that right.
Right. Like, and I'm thinking of like what they meant to me too,
Yes.
in like in my life.
Yes.
Bun B.
Bun B. Very well said. We can have the same.
No, I do not have the same list as
Okay.
Eric.
Just gonna say-
Eric and I are very different people.
Yeah.
Just gonna say Future.
Okay, so I don't know. It's so hard to do a top 5 only because it's like
You have to exclude so many people that mean so much.
no, like I don't care about that.
You give a fuck.
No, it's that people I think like to list people who are like the best rappers, right? I like
It's all personal.
Yeah, for me,
It's all fucking
it's the
personal.
people I listen to the most.
There's no judgment in this room
Yeah.
when it comes to your top 5.
no,
I
it's
swear to God.
everybody out there.
I don't give a fuck about everybody. Like, these nuts.
Lil Yachty and Bismarcky. I would say Biggie number 1.
Yes.
I would say
In no particular order, right?
no. Biggie's my number 1 rapper.
Okay, good.
After
Good for
that, it gets a little like muddy.
Yeah.
But Biggie's my number 1 rapper by far. I would say Biggie. I would say Kanye. I would say Cameron. I would say
Damn.
Beastie Boys.
Mm.
And I would say
But that's a group that I always exclude. groups and duos.
Well, the problem with the Beastie Boys is that they do that thing where they sort of like weave in and out.
I still can't accept.
All right, so
that
then
group.
I won't take. Okay, I will say they had a huge influence on me.
Yes.
Huge.
Public Enemy, but I can't.
Public
mention
Enemy is my
I
top
can't. I
five.
can't mention Public Enemy.
Fuck.
I'm gonna give you a little time. I'm
That's
gonna buy
three.
you a little time right
Is
here.
that 3?
That's 3. People I play the most, French Montana.
Right. Okay.
Top
People I play
five.
the most. He's not my top 5. He's not my top 5.
Okay.
But
So we got 3.
I want to buy you a little time right here. I just want to say, he might be in my top 5, or if he's not, he's just outside of it. But someone who means so much to me and meant so much to my adolescence and is a legend and doesn't get the respect he deserves is Snoop Doggy Dogg.
Snoop is amazing. I heard his new project is amazing.
I heard it today, but I didn't hear
I
it.
heard his new project is
I listened to
amazing.
some of it. It's
I'll tell you why
amazing.
you can't sleep on Snoop, man. I went to this concert 2 years ago, BET Expo, and Ice Cube was a headliner.
Yeah.
And Ice Cube, definitely top 5 quality. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's definitely up there. One of his worst shows. The opener for him was Snoop Dogg. Snoop killed it. Every song. I was like, this fucking dude is amazing.
Best performer I've ever seen in my life. Well, there's a few, but
There's a few.
Busta Rhymes.
Busta Rhymes is 2.
Yeah.
Number 1 has to be KRS-One
Yeah.
in his prime.
Wow.
But anyway,
fuck. Still back to me.
3. Got
3. I said Biggie. I said Kanye. I said Cameron. I would say 2 Chainz.
2 Chainz is amazing.
it's amazing.
And I would say if I
You can always change it.
Yeah,
You can change it the
Jay.
next.
I
Jay,
Yeah.
thank you.
there was a there's an obscure Kanye freestyle where he says that his favorite rappers were Eminem, Mace, Biggie Smalls, and me.
yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. I love
But
that
that's
so
Kanye.
much.
Mace.
I mean,
I
that's
love
that's
Mace.
Kanye, though, right?
Eminem,
Yeah.
Mace, Biggie Smalls, and me.
Yeah, I mean, dude.
And he said that before he was anybody. I love that.
but that Kanye's always been crazy.
the
Like
best. It's the best.
Jeezy.
Wow.
Jeezy.
Yeah, I would put Jeezy over Jay probably. In
Really?
terms of who I listen to more. I respect Jay so much.
But isn't that what it comes down to? When I think of what a top 5 is, it's like, for me, it's people who've been most influential to me in my life, and people who've gotten the most plays.
I play Chinks and I play French more than anybody.
That's crazy. I'm
It is
surprised. I'm
crazy.
surprised they aren't in your top
And
5.
Future.
Then. Yeah, Future.
Yeah.
Can I just ask one question? We're on your podcast, but I'd like to ask a question. Top 5 Combat Jack podcasts.
I don't even know. Like, that's. I mean, my favorite is D Nice.
Yeah?
And then, just in terms of like not being able to control it and it becoming a force of nature, the 2 Damon Dash episodes. So that's 3,
Legendary.
right? I mean, him and Just. Where can you do that? You can't do that. anymore.
Legendary.
That was
Like,
that was lightning in a bottle.
bottle
Yeah.
Legendary. And
J-
you needed to follow that up with the second one. Like, it was just magic.
J. Cole.
Yeah.
And I don't know, man. Like
Yeah, J. Cole wasn't doing any press. That
no,
was
J. Cole, and it has to be a woman, man. Like there's so many great.
Jessica.
Jessica was amazing.
Wendy.
Then again, Russell was amazing.
Angie.
Wendy scared the shit out of me. She did some shit that nobody ever did. She's first of all, she's taller than everybody in this fucking room, and she's wearing 8-inch heels. She comes into the fucking studio. I'm having a bad week, and like I'm literally on the verge of a nervous breakdown, and then it's Wendy. So she's fucking intimidating. I'm like, hey Wendy, how are you? You want some? And she goes, shh. And she shuts everybody up. So now we're all in the fucking studio. And then she lightens up a little bit. She's like, listen, I don't know you motherfuckers. You guys know everything about me. I don't come to waste my words. You know what I'm saying? When the mic is hot, then I'll give you Wendy.
Wow.
Right now, do not talk to me.
That's some Steve Harvey shit right
And
there.
I was like, huh. But, I got to say, you know what? I'm sorry. I mean, of course, I'm not going to mention a woman because I can't think of it. Russell. I think my first Russell.
Yeah.
Because Russell, I've always idolized Russell. I think if it wasn't for Russell, none of us would be doing this.
right?
Like to this day, like we all owe Russell so much credit. And to have him And I mean, I could say Chuck D, I could say LL, I could say Wendy, I could say Angie. You know what I'm saying? You know, Jessica Rosenblum. That episode changed my life.
This is a heavy hitters like lineup right
But
here.
Russell, the first time Russell came on and he wanted to talk about his fucking yoga book or meditation book or his vegan book, one of those books. And I was like, no, I want the old Russell. And he was
Right.
like, wait, I could talk about cocaine and pussy. I was like, yes.
Yeah.
And he talked about cocaine and pussy.
Right.
Russell Simmons.
Yeah.
That's a good question, man.
Legend.
What about you, King?
By the way, we only do
In no
good
partic-
questions on our podcast.
You don't have any
No.
filler questions like I do.
In no particular order, the Dame Dash episode.
Which
the
one?
First one.
First one.
A throwback one was the EPMD episode. Fonte.
Fonte was great.
David Banner was pretty is up there because the dynamic between him and Combat was just like you don't often get that.
I mean, Kevin
back and
Gates.
forth.
Kevin Gates has given us.
Kevin Gates is in
Gates.
Yeah.
there. The first one.
Yes.
Second one was dope too, but the first one because of the interaction. And they just had one. Damn, Kevin Gates. Oh, Torre,
Which one? The white Torre or black Torre?
the white Torre.
Torre, I'm sorry, man. He hates when he fucking hates when we.
I was listening to that not too long ago, and that was pretty dope.
I would say
Yo,
one.
we've been on 5 times. We can't get in either of your top 5.
I mean, you're close, man. You're,
Right.
you're
Eminem,
close. You're-
Maze, Biggie Smalls, and It's the Real.
No, listen though. The one of my favorites that it's we can't find it right now. We got to unearth it. Is
that?
Chaz Williams,
Oh, right.
Slim. You know Chaz Williams? Used to manage Foxy. Used to manage 50. Like
Yeah.
50 references him and not a
We were talking.
in an unflattering manner.
Oh, the
in,
Foxy
in many men, but when you hear the brilliance of Chaz Williams, who's this mastermind as a bank robber, and this guy robbed countless banks. He was one of America's most wanted. Gets arrested, and then becomes this career escapee, and he's robbing banks while still in jail, while still in prison. It's like fascinating, like year one combat. I love that episode, man.
And just to throw another one out there, the Foxy Brown episode.
Oh, that was work.
Yeah.
That was a good question, man.
Yeah.
Guys, it's the real Jeff and Eric. Thank you.
Thanks
so
for having
much,
us on,
man.
guys.
And once again, internets. Teddy Bear Fresh in stores right now.
Yeah.
Stream it, buy it, download it, get it. Don't steal it. All right. King, are we done?
Yes, sir.
Anything else?
Grand
man?
opening, grand closing.
Grand opening, grand closing. Thank you, King. I give you a lot of shit, man. But you know you're my rock of Gibraltar. I can't operate and function without you, man. No, don't make the crazy face. I'll get at your ass again. Just say thank you, Combat. Thank you. Internets, you know what it is. Dream those dreams and then man up, woman up, and live those dreams because the life without dreams is black and white and the universe flows in Technicolor and surround sound.
This episode of the Combat Jack Show is produced by Jonathan Mena, executive produced by A. King, and this is an official Loudspeakers Network production.